young Jigin that thing. Punchal leg stand, punchy America. Banyi door, banaban. Punchal leg stand, punchy America. Banyi door, banaban. Walk on your leg, kankaro watana watching. Oga level leg, gear power, leg. Panda with ya, punchy America. Panya dwala bano, chingatonga pandon kujwera baya cheka. Paku panda juru wadia bi. Panchi America, Panji Dwala, Panapan leg
Welcome to Lagos State Media Show tonight, wherever you are tuning in. For Australia is January 31st, 2021, and it's still 29 January 2021 in North America. And in Africa, it's almost morning hours. We welcome all of you on board. Please share the video. We need to discuss something very important here regarding the Lost Boys and Girls or Red Army proposal of memorial monuments. So please share the video. While we are waiting for you to join the show, let's just remind ourselves our beginning of the Red Army.
نتكلم معكم اليوم عشان كده ما عندي كلام كثير لكم حتى ان انا اقول لكم اسئله ويا اسئله ويا ما ويليام يون هاي ارنان يا مرايا نجي ويا صباح الخير كلام جانب بكل كلام بسيط عشان نقدم فرصه لقائد العام. نحن دكتورين في ناس ومن برجع ناس ورا عشان الكلام الحقيقي انت ما ممكن تنسى حقوق وانت تقول انا سوري. الكلام ده كلام عجيب جدا. نحن ماشيين قدام ونحن جينا هنا قدامكم هنا. نحن ما بتكلم كثير. في كل سنة بيجينا لنا من الناس في خرطوم أولاد البلد كل زول هم راكبين جمل واحد ده يقوم وده يركب ونحن بنسأله ده وده يركب لا هم انتهى وشكرا. Amaroye. Sabah الخير. أنا مبسوط اليوم عشان احنا نكون هنا في بنيودو، المعسكر بتاعكم معسكر بتاع الشعب بتاع السودان الجديد بتاع الجيش الأحمر. أنا مبسوط معكم. أنا عاوز نسلم على السادسة بتاعكم بيشتغل نهار وليل عشان يعلمكم الأمهات بتاعكم قاعد معكم، وانتم اللي عملتوا شغل الكثير ده. انا عاوز نقول مبروك عليكم عشان انا كنت هنا السنه اللي فاتت بالضبط في السنه، وقد انا كنت هنا معكم، والظروف في الزمن ده كانت ظروف صعبه، لكن قدرتوا يا انتم عملتوا البيوت بتاعكم، عملتوا مدارس بتاعكم، وانتم هسه قاعدين في محل كويس. وقد انتم جيتوا محل كان غابه ساكت، كان ما في حاجه هنا زي ما انتم بيعرفوا، لكن كل حاجه بمشي براق، بمشي شويه زي ما انتم عملوا قبل في الالعاب بتاعكم، بدا ببنيه وشالوت، ماشي لحرب ونشاب، وماشي لكلاشينكوف، ماشي لسلاح. ده التصليح بتاع الجيش والنضال بتاع التاريخ عبر التاريخ. فانتم اسستوا بنيودو ده ببنيه.
By Sudan editor.
قدرتوا فنيدو هسه بقى محل، بقى مدرسة وانتم بدأتوا المدرسة ده. ده يا سنة الاثنين عندكم هسه في المدرسة ده في اليو سنتر هنا عندكم سنة واحدة بس، يا انتم بقيتوا كويسين. السنة الجاية الثاني انتم بكون احسن بالكثير. حاجات بمشي بالتدرس. السنة اللي فاتت وكان جيتوني أغلبية بتاعكم تقريبا كان كله انتم كان ريانين كان ما فيكم ماشي لكن هسه ده انتم لابسين السنه اللي فاتت انتم المدرسه كان ما بدأوا يا دوب بدت انتم ما عارف حتى اي بي سي هسه انتم بيعرف كل الاي بي سي هنا عملنا اي بي سي السنه اللي فاتت كل زول بيعمل اي بي سي بتوع برا هسه مش كده؟ فانتم ماشيين قدام للسودان الجديد وانتم يا بكون كوادر انتم يا بكون مهندسين بتاعنا انتم يا بكون دكاتره بتاعنا انتم يا بكون نجارين بتاعنا انتم يا بكون ناس بتاع كل شغل مزارعين بتاع السودان الجديد فانتم عملوا شغل بتاعكم كويس انا اقول السنه اللي فاتت عندكم شغل بتاع المدرسه انتم قاعدين يعملوا هسه وعندكم شغل لازم تشتغل باليد بتاعكم وعندكم تدريب العسكري عشان انتم جيش عمل انتم جيش الشعب وانتم هتجوا ورانا وانا يا قائد بتاعكم بتاع الجيش الاحمر مباشره يوم ده في كذا دارين لنا في كذا دارين لنا Comrade Dadari Machulu. التدريب ده انا هنمشي فوقه انتم ذكرتوا التدريب العسكري ان انا بعمله بعدين بصفه رسميه عشان كل زول يكون مدرب ويكون عسكري وانا بخرج انتم وتستمر مع المدرسه انا بخرج انتم وتستمر مع المدرسه الجيش الاحمر في الميدان ميدان بتاع القتال الجيش الاحمر اننا ضربناه في بونغا هم نعمل كويس في الميدان يوم ده انا قمت منيني ان الجيش الاحمر في شرق الاستوائيه في محل اسمه لبلوى جريمه توريد 9 كيلو من توريد الجيش
we will leave it that way halfway because it's a long clip and we have to switch to the program as is scheduled. We'll give the floor to our brother Abraham Adin Majak to explain the topic of today.
Okay, thank you, brother Isaac. Welcome, brother Billy Luke to Legislative Media. And also for those of you who are watching, thank you for tuning in at Legislative Media. So start sharing the video. So our topic for tonight, as you guys see, the Lost Boy and Lost Girls Red Army proposal of memorial in need be built in Ethiopia or anywhere else. So tonight we are calling all the Lost Boys and Lost Girl Red Army. If you have a place, you have a network, and you can able to have access to, you can join the show. So for the today's show, some of you will say that I know some of you would like to join those Lost Boys who live in United States or Canada. They probably, some of them that are at work right now and they could not able to join. But for today's show, it's just a brainstorming. It's a brainstorming, and also we are proposal that we need to open this discussion about the Lost Boy, Lost Girl. So for that being said, I want to welcome to my brother Billy Luke, one of the Lost Boy, my colleague. And another thing too, before I give a chance to Billy Luke, I want to make it very clear, because there is a post that I posted yesterday at my my account, Alex at Medit site, about the proposal that our brother, Comrade Deng Bol, so proposed that, and I wrote, and I see a lot of people who are writing some comment. Some people disagree with me, and some they agree with me, which is a beauty of a discussion. That's how the debate is. So the question is, so I want to make it clear to those of you who are watching, my fellow Lost Boys and Red Army. I'm not against any museum or any memorial be built in Pinyudo or Gilo or Itang or Penyit or Dimo or Kafoid or Torit or Katibo, all other places that the Red Army were in. I'm not against it. But my concern and the concern of my fellow Lost Boys is that the idea that our brother, Comrade Dengbol, proposed is a very great. Everybody loving it. All of us loving it. But the problem is here. So the proposal, we need all the Lost Boys, Lost Girls, all the Red Army to be involved into this proposal. Because you cannot, not the few individuals can group themselves and they say they will do this and left the rest out of it. This is my argument. For those of you who misunderstand and misquoted me, so somebody's calling me. So misquoting me, that is my point right there. The Lost Boy we need to inform each other so that we can talk. Because as we know, Lost Boy, when we came here to the United States or Western country, 2000, we know very well there are some of the Lost Boy use the name of the Lost Boy and Lost Girl in their own. We see that the Lost Boy Foundation has been formed here. We know very well. I'm living in Michigan. And Michigan is a strong state where the majority of the Lost Boy came in. And I witnessed everything. I was here. We raised the money. We talked to the church. We went everywhere to raise the money for the Lost Boys. So where those money go? That's a good question. Where those money go? To the top, the Lost Boys who are in charge with the other Kwajet, they know where those money go. And that's the reason why the Lost Boys Foundation failed. So tonight, I'm not going to talk a lot. I will give a chance to my brother Billy Luke. Billy Luke, you interact with our comrade Dengbol. So I think you will give us insight. So welcome to Lagos State Media. Please take the floor.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can you hear me? Let me check my audio.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Isaac. And thank you very much, Madit, for hosting us tonight on this particular topic. This is a very crucial topic, and we are actually taking this opportunity to actually make a preliminary introduction of this particular topic. And this topic is going to address specifically a proposed project by the chairman of the Red Army Foundation based in Juba, and he's also the chairman of the Lost Boys and Girls organization here in the United States, in Canada, and Australia. Dengbol is the chairman of these two organizations, the Red Army Foundation in Juba, based in Juba. And it is the same name, Red Army, that is also being replicated by the name Lost Boys and Girls here in diaspora. So if you know you are a member of this particular organization, so-called Red Army and Lost Boys and Girls organization, then you are actually invited in this particular show tonight. So today we are just simply going to introduce to you the topic, but this is not going to be the end of the day. This is not going to be the end of the show. This is just going to be the preliminary introduction of the main agenda. And we have a lot of things to discuss in detail pertaining to this proposed project. So once again, I want to acknowledge you, Isaac and Madit, for hosting this important topic. So tonight we are going to use this particular program to initiate a preliminary rally for the Red Army and for the lost boys and girls, so that they can be part of this important discussion. And I will actually go ahead and read to you some of the documents that I have obtained from the online discussion that is going on now among some members of the Red Army, lost boys and girls. But not everyone here is in that group, you know. So it appears this kind of discussion is actually being privatized and individualized by the chairman of the Red Army, Lost Boys, Deng Bolarway. And this raised a lot of questions. Why is this proposed project? Why is this organization being privatized? Why is it being run by few individuals without involving all the members of the Red Army as well as the Lost Boys and girls? So here is the reason why we want to bring it to the general public, so that all of you as a former member of the Red Army and the Lost Boys and girls, so that you can be part of this discussion. For the sake of accountability and transparency, this is very important for your information. So if you feel interested, you want to be part of this, then you are invited in advance. But this is just the beginning. So before I go deeply into the main topic of today, because we are introducing to you a proposed project, memorial monument for the Red Army to be erected or to be constructed, proposed to be constructed in Ethiopia. So based on the online discussion that is going on there, a lot of Red Army or Lost Boys are opposed to this idea of actually erecting a memorial monument for the Lost Boys in a foreign country like Ethiopia. So that's why we are actually calling for the mobilization or rallying of the Lost Boys or Red Army so that they can be part of this conversation. So we are actually going to make an extensive deliberation over this particular proposed projects. So before I go forward, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and read to you some of the documents that I have obtained from that online discussion going on among some individual out there. So give me time a little bit. Let me open the page. Then I will start reading it. Then it will actually give you a clue about this proposed project. And these were the documents I obtained from Deng Bol himself. Okay, here is one of the documents, ladies and gentlemen. Are you hearing me? Just to confirm.
Yeah, we hear you. You are. Yeah, welcome,
okay.
Brother Simon.
Okay, here is the start of the document. It goes like this. This is an action plan I drafted earlier, just in case you didn't see it. To those who are just joining us, welcome aboard. That was Deng Bol speaking in this article, and that was on written on the online discussion that is going on. I know some of you do not have access to this. So we have already discussed this project at length, and majority of the people here have already agreed where and how the project will be carried out. Before we add anyone, let's kindly brief them so that we don't create an atmosphere which always lead to our project failing to even take off. You see? This project is being done in 4 simple phases. Phase 1, site visit. This has already been done. An assessment of the project is complete, and partners identified, and land being secure, self-funded by me with $2,000. That is Deng Bol. He said phase 1. In phase 1, he said he has already visited the site. He has already identified the site in Ethiopia. This has already been done. An assessment of the project is already completed, and partners identified, partners that are going to actually execute this project. Phase 2, site clearing and perimeter fence to be put up, to be done first week of February, estimated to cost $10,000 to be mobilized. That means the fund is not available. That's what Deng is saying. Page 3, design and construction of the monument. Price will be determined by the size, type, complexity of the monument, and it will depend on BOQ from the engineering company to be contracted by the Save the Children, our partner. Save the Children, you all know that. He's one of the Kawaja entity that is actually working in partnership with the organization of the Lost Boys. Yeah. So phase 4, opening ceremony. This will be done when the construction of the monument is done, probably around May 2021. That is just a projection. We don't know yet whether this is going to be possible or not. Invitation will be formally made, sent to all the Red Army and our former leaders to come to Pinyudo and witness the dedication of this monument as our living history. You know, best regard, Deng Bolarwe, Chairman, Red Army Foundation. But I think this is not very important. This was just a personal comment, but this is what I hope should be the best article to read to you. Dear comrade in the Red Army, without any objection or doubt, and in principle, we all agree that we should set up memorial monument in all the former camp of the Red Army. For instance, military, refugee, and IDPs, in addition to any other place where the Red Army trained, live, and die in large number. You see, it's trying to tell us that we have already reached a consensus in building this memorial monument, which we don't know, right? Majority of you don't know this, but it is only being privatized, of which I was being invited to be part of that discussion. So I was not comfortable because this is kind of like being done in a secret room, while a lot of Red Army are not aware of this. So we have identified some places, namely Bilfarm, Bongo, Sarpam, Pinyudo, Marcus, Pinyudo, Dima, Gilo, Crossing Point, Golkur, Fanchala, Morafigi, Moragipi, New Capoeira, Jabalanyanya 1, Longquay, Kakuma, Polotaka, Omeri, Moli, and the grand monument to be built in Juba in due course, right? So as a strong suggestion, we should build a monument dedicated to the loving and living memory of our first commanding officer, the late Dr. John Garang Mabio, at the place where the helicopter crashed. If there is any Red Army camp or place of significance we have missed, kindly let us know so that it can be added to the list of potential sites before the final plan is produced. It is resolved that the Red Army Legacy Preservation Project Advisory and Management Committee, comprising of representatives from all identified camps, should be set up to develop and promote the projects, mobilize and recruit members, raise and manage funds, as well as execute the project on a case-by-case basis. Based on the opinion of many, it is noted that many Red Army doesn't want to contribute to the monument to be built in a specific place where they don't have a special attachment to. It is suggested that members should freely contribute to special monument they choose. So when contributing, kindly indicate the location or a camp your donation is going to, and by how much to each project. You see, this comment here indicate that Deng Bol has already politicized the project. It's actually challenging all the Red Army that if you want a memorial monument to be built in the former Red Army camp where you used to reside, then you have to make sure you contribute. So it's trying to discriminate or trying to divide the Red Army into groups based on where they used to reside during those days in Ethiopia or in South Sudan. So which is very problematic, right? That's not what we are arguing here. And that's why it is very controversial for Deng Bol to actually control and dictate the suggestion and the the proposal put forward by some of the comrades of the Red Army. So please note carefully, please note carefully that this project is non-political and purely voluntary. This is not an organization, rather a project, and other toxic sentiment or biases such as tribal, communal, or sectional politics should be kept out. I don't know why he's actually saying that, but he's saying this based on the way people are actually reacting on that particular online discussion. So also this project shouldn't be connected to the failures of previous Lost Boys and Girl Association or organization. Besides, no one is being forced to contribute or get involved. It will be implemented by like-minded individuals. A memorial monument can be as simple as a stone worth $1 or $1 million pyramid. It can be done by one committed person or 1 million people. As your leader and individual Red Army, I have no objection to us building memorial monument currently or sequentially in all our previous camps. Therefore, I pledge to contribute $100 to each of the monuments we will be building. Thank you, Deng Bol Arwai Bol, Chairman, Red Army Foundation. So this is the end of these two particular documents that I obtained directly from Deng Bol in that online discussion. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to brief you a little bit why we would be actually having an extensive discussion on this particular project. First of all, I want to make it very clear to all of you, the viewers, the former Red Army, or the Lost Boys and Girls of South Sudan, that this project is very important. It is a noble project of which we all acknowledge to accomplish. However, as members of the Lost Boys and Girls and Red Army, we need to come together in terms of General Assembly. Maybe we could actually assemble physically, or we can do it visually through a conference call, so that we can actually come together and fix these projects. We have to make sure we reach a general consensus. We have to agree as Lost Boys about the particular site where we have to build the memorial monument on behalf of all the former Red Army and the living Red Army. I mean, those who have passed away. So it is for us, all of us have to come together and agree on that. Second to that, ladies and gentlemen, majority of us are actually opposed to the idea of constructing this memorial monument in a foreign country like Ethiopia. We all understand we used to reside in Ethiopia. Majority, maybe members of the Red Army, most of them died in Ethiopia. We all understand that. You should also understand that majority of the Red Army also died, majority of them, compared to that in Ethiopia, died a lot in South Sudan, particularly in Eastern Equatoria during the war, because majority of them were trained militarily and they took part in the liberation struggle in the front line. So majority of us, according to the survey, the statistical survey I have already made so far, majority want this project to be constructed in South Sudan, to be erected inside South Sudan, not in a foreign country, because we cannot take our resources to Ethiopia. Like the cost of the land is going to be approximately $10,000 or maybe $20,000 just to buy a land, without the cost of the labor or without the cost of the material, construction material for that project, you know. So this is going to be very expensive. But if we build it inside South Sudan, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be very cheap cost. So that's why we are actually opposed to the idea of building so many memorial monuments in Ethiopia. So according to the proposal of Deng Bol and those few individuals that are supporting him, they want to establish each memorial monument in Gilo, in Dimo, in Pinyudo, in Itang, in Sarfam, in Bongo. And then after that, then they want to come to South Sudan and erect some of the memorial monument, which is not a good idea. The question, this raises a question of, you know, of talking about or considering the financial cost or financial analysis, evaluation of what the cost is going to make pertaining to this project. So this is going to be very expensive. So instead of just making so many memorial monuments in Ethiopia, we have to establish one particular memorial monument that has to be erected inside South Sudan. And we can make it a big, you know, a big library, a big building whereby all your kids, your children, and the future generation will be able to visit that location, and the name of all the lost boys and girls will be inscribed on that particular memorial monument. That means whether you are a living Red Army or whether you are a dead living Red Army, your names are going to be collected, and each and every name will be inscribed. They will be written on that particular memorial monument. So it has to be built inside South Sudan. That's what majority of the Red Army are saying. Second to that, we have a concern. The third point I want to emphasize is that we are concerned as majority of Red Army or Lost Boys of South Sudan that Deng Bol appear to have actually hijacked the Red Army and the Lost Boy organization and use it for his own, as if it is his own personal or family enterprise. So this raised a question. And this question was being raised after Deng Bol came to dictate every suggestion that come from the Red Army or Lost Boys of South Sudan. So that's why we are now being agitated. We are being irritated by the leadership of Deng Bol. Therefore, it is up to us as the Red Army to mobilize ourselves so that we have to hold Deng Bol accountable. In addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, you should also be concerned as Red Army and Lost Boys of South Sudan, because Red Army is a registered organization in South Sudan, so it is operating. And Deng Bol is actually collecting money in the name of the Red Army. The government of South Sudan is actually funding the Red Army in the name of all the Red Army, including those of you in diaspora. Here in diaspora, the Lost Boys and Girl organization is also being registered. It is registered here in North America. It is registered in Australia. So these organizations are operating, and international donors are actually donating funds to this organization. Deng Bol is doing that behind the back door. And we do not see how much money go into the account of the Red Army Foundation, how much money goes into the account of the Lost Boys and Girls. So we are actually seeking accountability and transparency of the financial account of the Lost Boys and Red Army Foundation. Deng Bol is actually blocking us, and that's why he's actually, you can actually attest to this. The reason why he's proposing all this sporadic memorial monument to be built is because he's actually confident of the money in the account. While he's here on the social media mobilizing the Red Army so that they can contribute personally. They can make their own personal contribution to the project. But that's not an issue. The issue is why Deng Bol dictating all the Red Army. At the same time, all the Red Army have never been mobilized based on the region, based on their tribe. And on that particular online discussion that is going on, only the Dinkas are actually dominating that. But not Red Army, not all the Red Army are Dinka. We have other tribes. And so we should be able to control ourselves based on the region as well as on the tribe. So that everybody have to be included. So that we have to collect the names of the fallen comrade, the Red Army that fall, they can be identified through those tribes and through the region. So like Brother Akim is here, is one of us. He can actually be able to identify the Lost Boys from the Equatoria. I believe Brother Simon Abu is there too. He can be able to identify the Lost Boys that come from Equatoria and from other tribes in Equatoria. They can be able to identify them. So that's why we are using this platform today, so that we can actually give you a preliminary information about this discussion. So this is going to be a serious discussion. But the idea is okay. We are not against the idea. I mean the proposed project. But we are against the idea, why is Deng Bol dictating people? And Deng Bol appear to have privatized and individualized the organization of the Red Army and the Lost Boys. But for you, the critic out there, you are accusing us as if we are actually against the progress of this proposed project. That's not the case. The concern is, why is it being privatized? Why is it being individualized? This is not a family, and this is not a personal organization. This is for all of us. And you should understand, Red Army, you should understand as a Lost Boy, that the money is actually being collected in your name. So you have a right to have a say in this. If Deng Bol doesn't want to comply with this, there will be action against him. Let me be very clear. But this is just a beginning. Let's go to the discussion. Thank you very much. I will give you the platform so that you can have a say. But this is just the beginning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother Billy Luke, for your speech. That's real wonderful. So let me welcome our brother Simon Aboy and brother DJ Kim. Welcome to Lagos State Media. This time, let me give a chance to our brother Simon. Simon, I know you are at work, so let me give you, the topic we are talking about today. So please, welcome. The floor is yours.
All right. Thank you, Brother Madid. And thank you, Billy Luke. Thank you, Brother Isaac and Brother Akim. I'm going to be very brief because I'm at work. I'm about to go back and do my routines. So I just want to say some few words before I leave. You know, South Sudan, it become really dramatic right now. The way we're taking things is not the way it's supposed to be. People are taking projects as if it is something, a family things. People taking things as if it is their own personal business. But the problem comes, why do you use other people's name? The Lost Boy organization or the Red Army is not a one person, it is something huge. And we have people that sacrifice. Some of them, they have bullets on their body. And some of them, they're still living. Some of them, they're already dead. And we don't even recognize them. And we want to do something and say, you know, if Dengbol know that this project is going to be for the Lost Boy, how can he decide it by himself or with a few individuals and he just decided that this is going to be done here and there before discussion? He's supposed to bring it to the discussion and let the entire Lost Boy agree on it. Whatever needs to be done, people have to agree on it, either the Red Army or the Lost Boy, because these are the same people. You know, back in South Sudan, we are known as a Red Army. But the last time when people are about to come to the United States, the name changed from the Red Army to a Lost Boy. That's just like a political name. But actually, it's the same people. You know, it's not the two groups here, it's one group known as Lost Boy or the Red Army. Those are the same people. So what for me I will propose is that we need to have a discussion, that we need Dengbol himself to come into that discussion and tell us who are the people that they decided the project with. Because Dengbol, the same guy, he has a project of disciples. Okay? He has a project for the disciples that he was running. He was getting like the wheelchairs and all that to help with the people in South Sudan. And now he's running like almost 3 projects. Running the Lost Boy in the United States, Canada, Australia, and running the Red Army in South Sudan, and running the disciple project at the same time. How will one person manage all the 3 businesses by himself? And who is he giving the account, the account to? So this guy actually can do anything he wants. He can build any house for himself in China, in Ethiopia, in anywhere. He can live like a king because nobody is asking him for any accountability. He can get money from the donors, and he can only write any false statement and send to the donors. And the donors will agree that, okay, this has been done, this has been done, and nobody will care. So we, the Lost Boy, we need to get, or the Red Army, need to hold Dengbol accountable. We need to bring Dengbol to come to the discussion and tell us more about this project and who are the leadership executive that are working with him. He need to come and introduce to us. And then the final thing that I want us to do, if people are really serious, we need to propose a one-day conference or discussion that people can come face to face in order to solve these things. Because talking in media or discussion on online is not going to solve this. These things has happened many times. I believe most of you guys are aware when the conference took place in 2004, before the late Dr. Gareng died. He came here and the conference was done here, and how things happened during that conference. For those who are not there, I myself, I was here in that conference. We were the organizing committee for the conference. And when the time came for the election and all that, there was a lot of chaos. People were divided. So we don't want to see that again next time when we're doing things for us to divide ourselves based on the region, based on the tribe, and based on, we don't want to see that. So if people are really serious, for me, I propose that we need to propose one day and propose one of the state in the, maybe like in the middle. And then everybody can come there, and then we actually go discuss face to face. I know with this, even though people will think about this corona or whatever, no, it is okay, because we are going to use what they call social distancing, and we are going to use masks and all that. We are not going to break the law. We are still going to use all the CDC requirement, so people can come together and discuss and brainstorm and bring the fruitful result. If Dengbol want to come, we can invite him to come to the conference. If he's not there, then the rest of people can come and discuss. But it will be nice if he himself can come to that conference so that people can ask him questions face to face, instead of him staying in Ethiopia and then we talk about it. Because we cannot build something in foreign land. And you know how many it costs for the building that's going to take place in Ethiopia. We are talking about Dima, Pinyudo, Pachala, all those areas. How much money is going to cost us to build all those? We just want one. We don't want any, like many stories. We want only build one in South Sudan, especially where our hero was laid to rest. It can be built next to him so that everybody knows this is the sacrifice that the Lost Boy have done, or the Red Army have done, and this is what they have built. Put all the name of the heroes, those who serve with the Red Army. Their name will be all written on there, plus those who are the Lost Boys who are alive and those who pass away, all their names should be written there, like Billy Luke said, so that people can travel from any part of the world and they go and visit. And that will be even a way of bringing the money into our country. And instead of these people going to visit Ethiopia, they are going to rent hotel and stay in a hotel. It's going to cost a lot of money, and we are taking money to Ethiopian government. We are taking, making the economic of Ethiopia to boost instead of making our own economy. Because all the Lost Boys, I believe, who are in diaspora, they will love to go and visit, that site. Everybody will like to go and see. And that's the income for our country. How many it will cost for all these people to travel there? The money they will spend on the hotel, the money they will spend on food is all going to our economy instead of taking it to foreign land. So up to here, guys, I will stop here. And I thank you guys for coming up with this. But we need to talk more. And like I said, we need to come up with a day and a time, propose one of the day in a month, whatever holiday, and then we all need to come together and let us talk, face the reality, face to face, instead of talking just in the media. Because in the media, there are people that are wrong people there. They will come up and try to criticize and try to say nonsense. But if we are face to face, it will be more fruitful than talking online. So thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Brother Simon Boy. That's a real wonderful speech, you know. And maybe the reason why, because this show for today, it will not be the last. This show for today is a wake-up call for all the lost boys and lost girls who are based in the United States, Australia, Canada, and even within South Sudan and around the world. The reason why I'm saying this, and the reason why we people of Lake State Media are hosting this important show, and one of the things that I want, because I post something on my personal account about this topic, and I got a lot of criticism from our fellows South Sudanese. But the point is this, what I want to make it here, guys. The main theme about this show today is not because we are against the museum that will be built in Ethiopia or in the other places that Comrade Dengbol mentioned. It's a unity of the Lost Boys. Can we all imagine? We, the Lost Boys, we don't have unity among ourselves. Let us call all of us here in this show, except Isaac. 4 of us here: Akim, Simon, I, myself, and Billy Luke. We are the Lost Boy. We came to the United States in 2001 until that time. We came different date, but we are. Since then, since 2001 up to now, how many years are we been in the United States? Almost 20 years, right? So most of us are going 20 years in America. But can you imagine for 20 years, Lost Boy in the United States? Majority of us achieve many things. They finish education, they married, we have a family. But we miss one thing. And this is the reason why I'm using this show tonight. To tell to our fellows, Lost Boys, that what we miss our opportunity, because the crisis is now going to South Sudan, we know it. But if we were united at the time when we came to this country, 2020 years in America, we make it here. And we did something, we have that unity, that the Lost Boy Foundation was the one that can be founded. Because we were having a lot of supporters around the world. All the funds are coming in. Huh? Okay, we ourselves too, we can fund it. The organization. And the organization since 2001, if we use it in a very nice way that we can do something for our people back home, instead of individual doing it, we should achieve something big. You see? But that did happen. So that we came to the point that the Lost Boy, let me go back a little bit. We, the Lost Boy, when we were, before we came to the United States, we were living together in the group minor. Our culture, Lost Boy, is very unique. I was so happy, our culture at that time. When we were in group Jejamer, I see brother Simon Abui is my brother. I don't see him, he's from Pretoria, or DJ Kim. I don't DJ Kim cannot see me, I'm from Dinka. When I'm sick, DJ Kim can take me to hospital. Simon Abui, Gabriel, can call me Madida. You see? That was the unity that we have in our group in Jejamer. Okay? And that thing, that culture that we have that time, Mafruit, suppose we use that to educate our community, our people in South Sudan. But that died out. When we came, majority, most of us came out, 3,800 or 4,000 Lost Boys came to the United States. I'm talking about the United States here. That died out. That's what happened. We came, majority of us here, even the crisis going on in the communities. The root majority, most of them causing these issues are some of us, the Lost Boys. So I was so surprised that what happened here. I was so shocked. We came to the United States, but most of us stayed with the white people. We learned their culture, and the culture we already have it when we were in group, the Jammer. Okay, but for suddenly things change. Everybody is just back away, siding with their own community, their own tribe, and we forgot what Dr. John Grant taught us during when we were in Ethiopia, during the Jammer group. We forgot all of these things when we were kids. I was shocked by that. And that's the reason I was so alarmed, and also to hold this show. So this is a wake-up call to wake up all the Lost Boys. Because the unity of the Lost Boys is very important. The crisis going on is in our country. As we all know, when we came to the United States year 2000, the referendum or CPA, South Sudan should not get independent without us here, all of us here in this platform. We did our job, and you guys here should Thank yourself what we did. When we came here, we didn't sleep. We knocked the door. We go to the churches. We tell to the white people, American, what happened in South Sudan, what our people going through. We use our own story, our survival story, to tell our story to American people, to White House, so that the referendum, South Sudan can have their own country called Republic of South Sudan today. But the Lost Boys, we have been taken for granted. All the work we done, survive we came here, we work hard. All this went in vain. So, my fellow South Sudanese and my fellow Lost Boy, thank you for joining in. Brother Jabriel, welcome to Lake State Media. I will discharge now. I will give it back to Brother Brother DJ Akim. Please, the chance is yours. Thank you.
All right, let me leave you guys because I'm going back to work.
Okay,
I wish
go back.
you guys
This
all the
is the beginning of the
best.
show.
Let's continue with the
continue this show.
debate. This is a good beginning. Let's keep it up. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. This will be the beginning.
Thank you.
DJ Kim, go ahead.
Thank you, Lake State Media. I want to greet your audience. Billy Luke, Simon, and my brother Majid, and Jibril, and Simon Awe left, and all the audience. This topic is very interested. Because we came here a long time ago. We came very young. Very young. Our history of Lost Boy across every corner of South Sudan is a big history. Red Army, because people confuse Red Army and Lost Boy, they're the same thing.
Yeah.
People confuse.
Yeah, they're confused.
They are the same thing, you know. So the legacy of Lost Boy is very big. And this project is started a long time ago. Okay. You know, I would suggest maybe one day let's make a messenger talks on these issues, because we have a lot of donuts out there. Okay, we have a lot of donuts out there. For me, I will thank Dengbol. Dengbol is the chairman. As me, I'm from Equatoria. Nobody include me in that platform. That's the biggest problem here. You know, nobody include me in that platform, and who elect Dengbol, I don't know. But the problem with the Lost Boy, we're supposed not to slide on the parties. Let's stick as a Lost Boys. We're supposed to be the changes of the game. We need to change our country to a better future as Lost Boys. But what happened, I think I remember 5 years ago, we argued with Dengbol. We argue. See, if we see now, if they suggest all this, they're gonna do it. Just group. Lost Boy is not individual. It's not individual tribe. Lost Boy is all over. Even though if there's one tribe, bring him together. Let's discuss. Okay. This is the biggest problem. Most of us doesn't get the info. We don't get the info because the majority decide. Okay, they decide by their own, and then it's looking like some of us were not part of it. So it's a big challenge, my brothers and sisters. You know, we fought together. We eat belila together, majanjaro. We eat those korofo. We eat all these leaves. So that time there's no Dinka, there's no Nuer, there's no Equatoria. Let's go back. Let's go back where we came from. Let's leave politics aside. We will be the changing of the game. Don't side with Salva Kiir, don't side with Rang Machar. Let's side as Red Army, as Lost Boys. This is my idea. I talked to Dengbol. Okay? You know, we as a Lost Boys, as a Red Army, we cannot pick a side of politics. Let's just stand as a Lost Boys, as a Red Army to change our country, regardless of what. If you have your own political issues, my friend, this is all yours. But we fought for this country. We sacrificed for this country. I believe if we took a right way, we will be the changing of the game to unite our people together so that we can move to promised land. Even building of this, what they said, It's not. This is not right. This is not right time for it. We need to know all this time, all this fun. Where's the money going? This is the question here. Did we have election? Okay, for how many years did Dengbol been a chairman? You know, I'm not against him. He did a good job, but I never see reports. I'm not part of it. He never include me. You know, we need to see reports. Okay, accountability.
Ever since he came to America, nobody replaced him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And carried it back to South Sudan. And in South Sudan, he remained a chairman too. Nobody changed him.
Okay, how much money the government is giving on that fund of Red Army? There's a lot of money. That time the government is booming. The oil is booming. Do you know how many money the government put in that Red Army Foundation? That time the money is booming. So accountability is the problem here. Accountability, and if you're a leader, you want to decide something, you have to bring all the Lost Boys, the Red Army together. First of all, we need to unite, recruit all the Lost Boys. Let's forget about our parties, okay? Because you cannot just decide by the group majority, and then you decide as a if you see the Lost Boy, it look like it's Dinka only, Dinka and where. No, I'm not here for politics, okay? Let's be honest here.
No, let us honest. You are just talk.
You are right. You are right, Akim.
I mean,
just speak your mind, please.
This is very important. This we need to talk.
Yeah.
To get out what we have in our heart.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, it looks like even they never count me. Even if I'm one Equatorial there, you bring me in there. I will represent the rest of Equatoria. But don't undermine because I'm only one, and then I don't have a voice. Okay. So what will happen here? Let's give Denbo respect. The guy works so hard, but the problem here, accountability. Okay, accountability and decision making. You cannot make a decision based on your group. Okay, and Dr. Jongaren say that he came to Phoenix. He came. The Red Army, Lost Boys is the future. Is the future of this country. Okay. For instance, how many Lost Boys die here? Where is Dengbol to come and support these Red Boys who die in America? Charity begins at home. You cannot just jump to run to Sudan, to run to Ethiopia. We need to take care of ourselves first. With this foundation, we need to take care of our brothers and sisters from Lost Boys who are dying here in America. You have to show leadership. But the Vunukef, Barfao Red Army Foundation have to step in to support all these Red Army who are suffering in America with the Red Girls. So you cannot just jump in Juba. No. We the eye of this country. Without us coming here, our history went all over the world. Books. Some people write books, if I'm not mistaken. Some people make videos coming to America. So Kawajadel Nas Zeki Mulgana Tabanin Mongisaido Guruza Wanukulu. I don't know Arabic. Tabamongas Mama Marubza. Guruza Wanukulu. $billions, maybe $1 billion. Come on, Kawajadegakulu. It's okay. That's why I like about Kawaja, and then they give you a little bit. Yes, I don't muskila. I don't know what this way are they wonu. Because you can write your books, you can tell your story. One day I used to drive a taxi. If you're a customer, if you're a saving customer, you have to talk your stories. Where are you from? My accent, I'm in South Sudan, I'm a lost boy. Child soldier. Huh? I hear about that. I see the books. Okay, can you come, Hakim, who can write the history? Because you need to get money out of me. Okay, our history is very unique. Zogunum, libas wahed, libas mave, gomuru ketir, torojai, tasoker, kalanjiko, no, the gun is very tall than you. You carry the gun. They like this history, you know. And then if you are dumb, you will go lick the history. He'll make money out of you. He'll make money out of you. And then, honestly, there's money. What I will say, let's respect Dengbol. He worked so hard for it, but he need to come and tell us in private.
Yeah.
In private, all this time he's a chairman. What achievement? All these donuts. We need to see the account of the Red Army, of the Lost Boys. Come on, you cannot be a chairman almost forever, like a dictator. We need to elect. If you're doing good, we elect you again. You're doing good, we need to put the terms 4 years, 4 years. 6 years, 6 years, 3 years, 3 years. Okay? So you can give chances to other people to practice. So that everybody can practice, whoever can lead us to promised land. So what I will say here, Dengbol, he did a good job, but I don't want him to decide by himself. This is my problem here. I want him to be a leader to unite all the Lost Boys, all the Red Army, because the Red Army is not thinking nowhere. This is my problem here. Majority, yes, but he make a mistake. There's no single Equatoria there. Tell me, what is it? There's no single Equatoria there. Do you think there's no Equatorial Lost Boy? Do you think there's no Equatorial Red Army? This is the weak of leadership. If you want to unite people, you want to take us to promised land, you have to make sure you reach out to every individual who sacrificed during that movement time. So we still have a long way to go, but honestly, we don't want to take it as like a political game. Dengbol did his job, but we need to challenge him to come and show us, according to what all his terms, what did he eat, and prove us some documents, accounts, and then from there we can move forward. If we still like him, we'll elect him. I disagree with him to say we have to do this thing in Ethiopia. No, it's not going to happen. Maybe he's in his family is the one going to visit there. I'm not going there. I'm not going to Ethiopia. We have tourists. Those who contribute money, even those Kawajat Del, they want to visit. They're going to visit in Ethiopia. If they're going to visit this specific place, we're going to make sure these people guide that place. You pay money. The place will be very unique. You pay the money in account of Red Army or Lost Boys. Tourists have to come there. Our storage will be there. So the money will go direct to our account and direct to our country, not to Ethiopia. So I will end here a little bit because the topic is getting hot.
Shukran. Shukran jazilan, DJ Akimo, Comrade DJ. Thank you so much. I would like to address one guy here, our brother who is struggling to join us. Is called Anthony. Anthony, in your device, you have one of the two problems. Either the camera is off and the microphone is muted. So you need to adjust your device first before you come back again, because it shows here you are there. We cannot see you. You will never hear us, and we will never hear you. That's one thing. To come back to the topic, boys, and the girls who are also watching, thank you so much for joining. This show is very interesting and very important for Terab, Lost Boys and Girls, Judge Lamer. We are not here against the proposed, leadership of Dengbol. But we just need to negotiate and discuss, and we share the ideas. This foundation is registered in different parts of the world. We have it in Australia, in America, North America, in South Sudan. Is he have connection with the leadership of Judge Lamer in these places or not? So this question, our brother Dengbol, we need a response, and we need you to join the show. And this discussion is not, we are not against what you decided or what you are thinking, but listen to the views of the rest of the colleagues. And then we evaluate here which one is right. Like the good point of Kim has already dropped here. If we are building a memorial monument, why in Ethiopia, not in Sudan, such that to be utilized and used by the citizen of South Sudan. For example, let it be a library. That library, most of the students will be studying here, make researches and all this stuff, and will be very helpful. So I will give it back to our brother Abraham Madid, and to give it to our brother Jibril Kwano. Welcome to Lagos State Media Show.
Go ahead, Isaac. Go ahead. Share the show first.
No, I got other things. I'm still doing.
Okay. Try the content. I call Anthony Makur. So he tried. That's the one that is having a hard time to join the show. Try to connect him on Messenger if possible. Call him in private.
Okay, give me just 30 seconds. Let me add something here. I like Isaac. You know, if that money is there, why can we build school for the family of lost boys and lost girls, and why can we build hospital for the poor kids? It's lost boys. We put the name there, Lost Boy Hospital. We'll support those poor kids who got no income.
And DJ Kim, to add something on what you said, which is very good.
Yeah.
Like in Juba, I always speak. If you go to Juba on the street, you will get the kid, the street kid are wandering around. There's nowhere to go. But if Lost Boy can go,
those kids you are the orphans. Their parents they have died.
Well, you that had a Lost Boy and build.
Okay, and then the credit go to Lost Boys. Go to Red Army. We can put the Red Army hospital, Red Army school. We take these kids. We take responsibility of them. Tomorrow, this kid will praise us. Anyway,
Akim, and that's the reason why we want to bring it to public debate. And this discussion should not only be confined to Red Army or Lost Boys. It should be a concern to all South Sudanese, because you should afford the idea that this project has to be built in Ethiopia. It's not a good idea. In terms of economic perspective, or in terms of financial costs, we have to be considerate of this. So that's why we want to build it in South Sudan, so that it can benefit our people in many ways. That's why we have to bring it to the public. So let's go ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Billy. Look, brother Kwano. Yeah. Welcome, brother. Your chance.
Yeah, well, thank you, Madid. Thank you, the rest of comrades in the media on the platform. I greet you in the name of Jessel Amar, in the name of the old Jessel Amar, Zaman.
We support you too. Thank you. We are team together.
Let me tell you, we started Jammer in 1985.
Okay.
Time Yutang was under a man called Dr. Amani. Zaman dak Yutang. Mulakbat ma Jammer bita Zalzal Khazuk. Okay. I wasn't. Don't see me like this. The Zuruf was Zaman Biktalet Manam.
The Zuruf Tagaba.
Yes, I really I involved most of my time with Jessel Amar. And the difference between Jessel Amar, I think you guys back then were called Maregrek. That is the label bitana zaman. Kan fi Jamar Khazuk wala Jamar Tazalzal. Zaman da kan ma faji ismu Maregrek fi Jamar Khazuk wa Jamar Tazalzal. Like when come to Intifada and the rest, yani pi jamar katir karalo yal soar jabo, and there is a movement amalo whereby Daniel Awenakot, the governor of the Bargazal at the time, were told to bring a lot of yal soar ana muzakirian, and when they came they settled in Yutang, I mean Pinyudo, not Yutang. Okay, but in '89 when you guys were attacked, we were called to protect you guys at the time. Then zaman dak jamar khalas kubar. I wasn't just as well. Anyuak was having problem in what is called agenga. Back then, we were calling to protect the interest with asset with the movement. You, Jeshamar and Maregreg were called the asset of movement. Now, I heard you guys talking about, we have to build momentum to Ethiopia. My friends and comrades, we don't need to laugh at ourselves. Leave alone the monument of building monument. Did we build schools for our fallen hero children in South Sudan? The answer is no. Our comrades who are died along the history of our liberation, they are forgotten, leave alone building a monument in Ethiopia. Okay? That's my point number one. Number two, don't have a reason to build that building or monument you're talking about in Ethiopia, because that's the foreign land. Why did we took Bilpam name and replace it in Juba?
In Juba.
Because
Yeah.
this is a simple idea. We took Bilpam name from being a historic to us, and then we built Bilpam in Juba. Now you have two Bilpam. Bilpam in Juba and Bilpam in Ethiopia. This is the same idea. So somebody who's dreaming that is going to build monument in Ethiopia is lying to himself, because we didn't build anything. We did not build the schools. We did not build the foundation to our liberational movement party. We didn't even build it. The failure of the SPLM party to deliver service to people is the failure of Yashar Amar today too. Okay? SPLM has failed. So Yashar Amar also failed. What you call the Lost Boys become a trademark. It's a trademark now. People make money out of it, including Kawajaz Zema, Tim Gal. 2004, when you guys were taken from there, to many of you was in Kakuma refugee camp. Okay? A lot of you was in Kakuma refugee camp. At that time, I myself, I came until Nadafal. But by then, I came until Nadafal, can't give the Nas Mogi. Nadafal. And we were told, you know, fi Kapanguri wal mal bugulo mun fi Kakuma in the Jeshamar in the Lost Boys. This is where the idea of Lost Boy developed. When 1991 happened, Mangist ran out. Most of you come with Commander Majama God at the time. Who can job kumin hinak ala Pinyudo, Pakok, and Malat Tanin, hatta wasal to Finarus. So, for Hena, idea of sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the idea.
Yeah, he got interrupted.
Yeah, somebody dropped me. Sorry. The idea of Lost Boys, Nastanin, Dakal for bigger business. There was 4,000 something Lost Boys were taken out from Kakuma and here. Now, the Lost Boys themselves did the same thing like what the SPLM in Juba did. There are many of you who become interested of corruption, and they corrupt the organization itself. They run money, and they didn't care about fixing the organ of the organization.
Yeah. Gabriel Kwano, you are
okay. Kwano,
got interrupted
okay,
again.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Welcome.
Madid, can we remind people once again about the topic mainly?
Yeah. So, yeah, the topic. Let me bring it up. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, Kwano.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Somebody keep calling me and he's cut my. To conclude, يا جماعة الكلام الكلام اللي ممكن الناس تعملوه شنو؟ SPLM party as all need people to عشان يعملوا salvation. لأنه وقع. SPLM party وقع. SPLM party that you said we have to have values. القرن عدانا. Values بتاع إنه your friend in line, they have brother بتاعك يا أمة بتاعك يا شنو بتاعك أكيم قاعد تقول ده أنت حسدا عشان you the Jessamar as asset the movement. If you want to restore the value that we lost, you need to begin it now. لأن Jessamar or Lost Boys now becomes people making business out of it and people making money out of this name. Okay, I have a book somewhere, I don't know where I put it, written by somebody in the name of Lost Boys, the Lost Boy, Sudan Lost Boy. Okay, so to conclude يا جماعة كلام بتاع إنه ناس تعملوا monument لبلد تاني بلد ما بلد بتاعنا is an insult to our heroes, those who died along the movement. And when we say like this is not a one movement, SPLM is a different time of liberation. For Gatar bita 972, قطر بتاع 83 and then قطر بتاعت هنا ده قطر ودانا في promised land بتاع نباشا ومتى مقاعد بتاعنا وفجأة قاعد تاعنا we lost him. So we lost values. We lost values we used to fight the war. We lost values we used to communicate. في جامر ما في زول بيشاغل ما زول. ما في زول بيشاغل ما زول. رفعت سلاح توجهني سلاح ده براه الجريمة الثانية. شفتها؟ نحن ما عندنا قبائل حتى. قرن علمنا نحن ما عندنا قبائل. Even زول واحد بيتكلم 3 to 4 languages. عشان شنو؟ لأنه نينا كان ناس بتاع مستقبل. Okay? Don't see me like this. أنا كنت في جيش أمر يعني. I'm not lying to you. Okay? فنحن عندنا مسج كان نتكلم فوقه. نحن عندنا قوة. نحن عندنا وحدة. كان قاعد معنا يعني. شفتها؟ علمنا بعض. أنت لو جاي من دار دينكا ما علمت عربي بنعلموك تتكلم عربي. Some of us برضو علمنا إن نتكلم بكتوم وان جنجوال يعني. شفتها؟ عشان شنو؟ وشير فاليوز. كنا في مال واحد بناكل سوا بنتكلم سوا. صح؟ فدي one of the best army ever. حتى في يوم الليلة في national army بتاع جنوب السودان. This values is not there. This values is not there, to be honest. It's not there. So to conclude, I see إنه كلام بقول قال إنه كلام ده يعمل Pinyudo ده. No. We will create another Pinyudo for any town in South Sudan. If the Pinyudo is just a name, we can create any Pinyudo for any town. نعمل كلام ده في كان في وين في مريدي في وين باريان ولا في وين ولا في توريد. And then we can create that is the South Sudan land. لكن زول بقول قال يعمل حاجة دي Pinyudo ده maybe in the private business there يعملوا. لكن ده ما الكلام تاع جنوبين كلها. I will conclude here. That's all I can say. But Jamar ومريكريك they're the same thing. There's no difference. Okay?
Jamar and Lost Boy are the same thing.
No, Maregreg وجيش عمر وسوا. Those boys ده عملوا في
Maregreg, hey, Kwano, Maregreg, we Jamar is divided into
the Maregreg with Haji Jamar kulu sawa.
Maregreg and Dik. So they are all Jamar. Maregreg,
Okay. I yield back the time, but brother Madid.
Yes.
Akim قاعد يقول حقيقة. شفتها؟
Yes.
SPLM subtitles.
Absolutely.
Controlled by 2 tribes who are Dinka and Nuer. SPLM subtitles, the same thing. Organization of the Lost Boys, the same thing. Ya jamaa weg mwanjang jala Nuer. Ma aduna pursa kama ngabaile tanini ya jamaa. Wajibu bridge weg.
Asma Jibril.
Bridge menakum. Ya jamaa itu ma aduna pursa
Let me ask something, Jibril. Let me ask something.
Yeah. Yes.
Madid and Isaac.
Giga.
And you. But I want to ask quick. A scholarship of Lost Boy, of Red Army, is still here, exists, but I never get it. Look at this. Most of the Lost Boys and those girls, they have right to get that scholarship. Why not me? That's the problem here. But I don't complain. I will sweat. I will sweat on my own. It's okay. But we will talk more.
Let us talk. And that's the reason why, that's the reason why, Kim, that's the reason why I'm saying, the more we discuss, the more we find the solution. But if we are quiet and we talk on the grounds, but we don't speak up, then nothing can be done. So thank you, Brother Kwano. Brother Kate, welcome, brother. You are next. Comedian.
Hey, Madid. Madid, can you send the link to Brother Zakaria Magog Mabany? We need Magog Mabany to be here because he's one of those guys supporting that are rallying behind Deng Bol. So you can come and defend Deng Bol in person. This is a challenge. Thank you.
So the link, I pinned down the link, and also I keep sending the link out there so you can click it and we'll be able to join the show. For that, and I see some of the guy won a link, but I cannot call you guys. Just click the link and I will bring you up.
You made it, Okelo. Welcome, Legacy State Media. Thank you. You made it now.
Hey,
okay, Okelo, brother Okelo, brother
Luan. Don't forget Pagor. Pagor is there.
Welcome.
Pagor is there.
Brother
Pagor.
Pagor, welcome to Legacy State too. So the next chant is Brother Kate, and then Pagor is next. And brother, go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much, Legacy State Media. Nitong Monjang, the Granny Chola Cage, or the Granny Chola Coach. Yeah, the Chola Coach. Yeah, my name is a Coach Ding Mokwai. Kuna will na cake, mana we into lorry cocky, a cake, ding. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you, Lady State, for bringing this topic up. I hope, guys, you are hearing me clearly. Are you guys hearing me?
Yes, go ahead.
There's a noise in the background.
Yeah, that
check
will
the noise.
Mute. It's all right.
Oh, okay. Is that from me or somewhere else?
No, you're all right. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lady State Media. I think this is maybe it's number 3 or number 4. You know, I got a chance to come to Lady State Media. Thank you so much. You guys are doing a great job. You know, Kulu Billet, it had been built by proposal. If someone think, you know, you can bring your idea and put it on the table. That's why Australia, Canada, America, Europe, it has been, you know, on the top. So to me, it's not a crime for this lost boy and lost girl to bring a proposal up for building the memorial in Pinyudo. I came through Pinyudo, but I just came from Chumal, by the way. But we were following whatever is going on. We know all the song of Anyanya. I just left South Sudan in 1986, and then I went to Chumal. You know, so to build the country, as some of my friends said ahead of me, there is no need to build a memorial here. First of all, we need a school in South Sudan. We need this one. We need this one. Yeah, Jama. My message to them is, if someone think about this, let's debate it. Let's call the team. They know themselves, those who are in the office of the Red Army. They have to debate it. They have to bring it to the media, like now in Lake State Media. And some of them, now they are watching. You know, everything, people should talk about it. Why is good for this? Why is bad? To me, it's not bad if the people have a capacity to build that memorial in Pinyudo. Whether Bill Farm was taken and put in Juba, or Bill Farm can be two. One can be built there to remember the things, you know, because Taril bita Yaldin, ma mumkin food sakat. Why? Lana Yaldin kan waga fi bar bita gilo ala sebana semid la manal jeep fi trip ta Pinyudo. Yeah, there is a lot of things face these boys. First of all, they move from Pinyudo by their feet and they go to Kakuma, right?
So you were not a part of those boys?
So why not we can build this one? Even me, a coach, I was not with them, right? But I can send my contribution because they are part of me. In 1986, I was about to go, but grandmother say, no, you are only one child, you are not going. You know, so we have to build something. We cannot, we cannot say we cannot build this one here because the school from South Sudan has been not built. No, nothing like that. To me, that's my opinion. So, think it should be debated first. Bring it on the table. Let this committee of Red Army chairman, you know, debate it with the group of Red Army. You know what is good and what is bad. And when it comes to conclusion, yeah, it will be built in Pinyudo, then they can now ask a contribution for all Red Army members. Even though my Red Army, this one is a historical place for the Red Army, you know. So to me, like Brother Jibril says, we cannot take the issue of the parties between SPLM IG and SPLM IO and bring it here to damage the good idea was brought by these guys. You know, these are a young generation. They are a young generation. All these sick is another house of them, Kul Machalakin del, Kalau Sunun del, time without that. I food with new generation, I give the new brain, you know. So nothing but the bad thing is when you commit, you know, and you don't ask people and you corrupt things, you know, that is where it's a bad thing. So these الناس بتاع 50 زين والفي بتاع 80 زادوا لما نفوسهم فوقه نادل وما انتهوا في جنوب ده ما بمشي قدام. proposal لو جابوا خليهم يمشوا قدام. There is nothing wrong. You cannot say, oh, SPLM failed, SPLM IG failed. That is why, we don't want this to do this one. Yeah, Jama. Kir Mayadi Mabamchi. Let it check the seniority. And there is something bring you there, whether you like it or not. Kir Mayadi get there, because Huma Mamul manage the SPLM. Okay, they fight each other and they divided themselves. Kulum why the same SPLM, So we cannot bring this thing and say, oh, because this SPLM IG or SPLM they fail, so there is no need for them to do this. Why they did not do this one? Yeah, Jama, Jana Lamani will do. Bamchipat Kamzaman. How many states Jana took to stand up? Ubade Kurajel. So Sudan Utala Baramite. So too much blame that. People should blame themselves first before you blame other person, So this is my contribution.
Brother Coach, let me just try to put you back again into the right track. You are taking us out now. The reason of this show is not the blaming and it's not the condemnation. The reason we accept the proposal, but everything needs to be discussed. He's a leader of us. If he's our leader, and other people, you are not involved, you don't know what your leader is doing. Is it not your right to ask? That is the reason we are here.
Okay.
So nobody's blaming him. We supported it, but let him come and tell us, all of us, and also we give him our proposals.
Exactly, I am agree in that point. That is why I put chairman Dengarwe. If the guy is still a chairman, if someone bring the idea to him, we should build the memorial in Pinyudo. That one should be brought to the table. Even though committee in the office are agree, there is the members. You can bring that one and involve the members and discuss it before before Yamulu pass. So I'm agree with you 100%.
Yes.
It should be brought on the table and then discuss it. Yalla Bata, go ahead with collecting contribution, But before that, you cannot just okay, I'm to let it go. It's not a degree. Degree should stop from Salva-Kiir Mayadi. And I hope this year degree should stop. No more degree after election. Degree, I'm against degree. So garang arwe wala garang munu betaret amida my degree. It should involve you guys, all of you, and after you agree, all of you as Red Army members, okay, but go to the public, see the public like me. I'm a public, I have an idea and I want to contribute because I'm part of you. But then you were Jama Red Army with the members, they are agreed to do this. You guys in the diaspora, we need contribution for anybody who want to help out. Why not? Look bigger $100 marketing menakum. I can take my 100 and give it to you. But think it should be brought on the table first. So thank you. That is my contribution. I am agree 100%. People should talk. No how you should call degree. Degree the bodina wara. We should learn democratic, the way democratic work. And after that, put the degree aside. But I get out because of Jibril. When I heard Jibril talking about this, that's why I get out of the point. So thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, brother Coach.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you.
So thank you, brother Coach.
Let me jump in a little bit. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
Okay, if you have interjection.
Look, give Pagor. Pagor is there. Pagor and
yeah, Pagor is there to speak. Yeah.
So okay, give it to Pagor. Yeah. Let Pagor go ahead. But I thought we have to keep reminding people exactly what are we discussing here.
Yes.
So go ahead.
You don't need to go outside. Nobody is coming here to defame or to discredit the idea of Dengbul. We
are not against him. We are not against him. And I remember, if you guys, let me remind you guys, when I think it's a couple of years ago, when we launched this media, Lake State Media, The first person we invited in this media was Comrade Dengbol. When at that time there was issues going on between him and other Red Army in Juba, try to take the leadership away from him. And you know what we did? We come out and we stand with him. So that's a little bit I want to let you guys know, because we are not against him. We always hear, I and my colleague, Lost Boy, other colleague, we support him, but make sure that involve the rest of the Red Army or Lost Boy. That's what we are talking about here. Because me, I don't know about Dengbol. We never met. I know him, because even though he didn't know, I know him when we were in Kakuma and all this. I know him, but I don't think he know, because at the time that I was young. But during doing those, I never involved into that thing that he's doing, because I'm not that part of the Lost Boy that they were doing. But I read a lot, and I was in contact with the Kwajet, which is I see that the thing they're going on, they are doing, is not going on well. So I distance myself away. So Brother Pogor, comedian, director Pogor, welcome to Lagos State Media. Get up. So your turn is next. Pogor, can you hear us?
Go ahead and mute.
Pogor. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to Lagos State Media. I think you are sleeping. I think it's night there. Welcome. So it's your turn now.
Unmute yourself, Pagor. You need to mute. Yes.
Now, well, good.
Yep.
Okay, am I clear now?
Yes.
Loud and clear.
Okay, worker, you know, I just want to say thank you guys for all the memories, even the video I play early. All of my kids here, because that day I was there. I don't remember if I ate breakfast that day or I went back and ate lunch. I don't even remember, because I was excited getting was there. I was one of the kids that will try to take getting fit, because I really, really just like, oh my God, I don't believe it. I see this do. But anyway, make it simple. We Yammer.
We salute you for Godit. We salute you.
Thank
sir.
you. We Yammer, like Bill said earlier, we Yammer, we used to have love to one another. Okay? Like the time we was in Pinyudo. I was in group 5. Okay? And I was in Srietania. And I was a Kibawal. Okay? But did I ever look at it the wrong way? No. Should I out like group 6? Did they ever touch me? No. But why? Because we always look out for one another. I remember Kim can make Medina for me. I remember Zoltan Bahamu Medina for me. Let me cut to the chase. This guy come with a good idea, but the point is, guys, we need to support it 100%. Why the hell somebody have to just call me now? Hold on, guys. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I apologize. I'm sorry.
We have to appreciate the Anua community also for giving us that is a space where we grew up. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. So what I'm saying is this: Anna Pagore, if this thing going for real, I'm willing to participate. But I want to remind you, Lost Boy, you guys, this is a real insult to you guys, but I'm part of it. You guys are sleeping too much, and patient make you guys lose your culture. Because if we go to the real reality, we are the founder of SPLA. Even last time, food lover, we were not full of food. If you were not for Lost Boy to lie to you when the food will never be brought, the medicine will never be brought to take to the front line. So we are the backbone of SPLA reality in real life. We should not even build something on our own blood. Salva Kiir will build something for us. Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear, go ahead.
So what I'm saying is this. we Lost Boy need to get together again, like the way we used to be in Pinyudo or wherever the hell we was. We need to get together, and because Lost Boy, they went Pinyudo, and they organize themselves, and they pretend, and they fight the war in different ways. Lost Boy come. I come here in 1995, and I'm Akim there. We come 1995. Did we ever hear about the name Lost Boy here? No. But when Lost Boy come, this is where we get a referendum. Because Lost Boy went to NBC, CNN, everywhere, and they are the people who brought the referendum of South Sudan. If it were not for Lost Boy, nobody would know about South Sudan that much in the United States. People forget about that in South Sudan. Even button without their sheriff in Juba, button without their sheriff, but they don't know who's really building that button for them. Even the driving with that fall, is we Lost Boy in the struggle in it, working in a meat company, we are the one who put them in that position. So the fact is this, guys, we need to build our own memories library or whatever. Like Akim said earlier, Namul Madrasa Alayal Tabani. But we need to stand up for ourselves to see what can benefit us. Because God didn't give them that chance, so we can see if we were lying or we were telling the truth.
Correct.
So we need to sit and think if we can go to be selfish, to select our own leader within us. We can run and we can win this thing. With United States, with who? We can win to be president in South Sudan. That's our vision. And to me, I'm one of the people that Jail Council had to be eliminated immediately. If they had to be hanged, let them hang. I don't care. Because these are the people that destroy our community.
Hey,
Jail Council will not defend you with us.
You're gonna pick a fight with Madid. Don't pick fight with Madid. We're here. Don't go there.
Madid cannot pick a fight with me because we legislate. We are the people. No, Akim,
you are getting political. Just stick to our topic.
Okay, I'm sticking to our topic, but I'm all with emotion because when I see legislate, we legislate will be abandoned in Australia, Arca, and I don't like that thing. I don't appreciate it.
I need to answer this guy briefly. Abuzik, Comrade Zakaria Magong Mabany, we are not here discussing the position of leadership of Red Army. You misquoted it, and I send you the link into inbox it into to your messenger.
And please, I send it too.
Join us, please. Join us and explain more instead of writing such thing. You are taking us in the wrong direction. That's the
wrong way. Yeah.
And I send him a link too. Zakaria Magog, one of the veteran, we know him.
Yeah. Isaac, can I make a clarification?
Yeah.
I want to make clarification.
Well, I will listen. Billy, let me just come to the end. What I want to say is this. Anna, I'm a diehard big fan of Lost Boy, and I'm one of the love Lost Boy more than I love myself. Because I'm proud of us, Lost Boy. Okay?
Good.
99% Lost Boy, they are the best in United States or all over the world. But this one thing I will say, Anna Lofia Jabamulu, if a donation 500, whatever it takes, contact me, Bill, I will pay my part.
No worries.
And I'm ready for that.
Hey,
Akim, I'm not going to pay your child support. Akim, I'm not paying child support.
And also, too, and this is the reason why we are doing this show, very important, because the reason whenever we donate, and this is the beautiful part of it, when people donate the money, we need to know where the money going. So this is very important. Accountability is very important. And this is how, because when these Lost Boys, and they raise the money for this, we need to know where 500 for God going. And you need to know that's what we want to talk about here. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead, Isaac.
Yeah. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. I gotta get up in the morning. I'm sorry, but I love the topic. Lagos State Media, keep it like that, guys. This is really good. Y'all can make it big to be like CNN and so on, so that if y'all really maintain it the way y'all maintain it. So keep it up.
Before you go,
Magor, thank you.
Magor, before you go, when tomorrow we call you this $100, don't run away. Don't run away and cry.
Akim,
you know what?
Hey,
Akim,
what is brother Kudong you three are funny guys.
Akim,
If they post the link right here, right now, where to donate the money, I would donate my $100 right now, and you will see it clear. I'm not playing. When it comes to Lost Boy, I'm not playing.
Okay, Pagor, we're gonna work so hard. If we put things in order so that we know your money is going, we can take your money. But now we're not gonna take your money because we don't want to take $100. So you've been driving for long hours. We don't want problem. Your money have to go to the right place to benefit people. So thank you.
I got you, guys. I got you. And whenever I bring the link out, I will put it there and it will be seen. Lomatala, I'm going to your baby mama Kim Chanakitala Guru Chacha support it. Let Pabo Ajede.
Hey, sexy man, don't.
Thank you, brother Pagor. Thank you.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night, Pagor. Right? Thank you so much. Have a good night. We catch up again. I appreciate your comments that you have dropped in to us. Welcome, Peter Biliu and my brother Magong Ganch and Quad Oshala. You have a network issue, and the chance will be yours straight away. You have been in, and I think you have issue with the network. And I come back to you, Magong Gang, and Peter Biliu. Oshala, go ahead.
Yeah, but Isaac,
you can hear
yeah.
Me? You can hear
Before anybody proceed, I want to clarify something so that our guests have to know exactly what we're talking about. Yeah, a little bit for a minute.
Go, Billy.
Yeah, thank you once again, Isaac and Abraham, for hosting us tonight. I also want to welcome you as the panelists or the guests, the special guests that are now contributing to this particular platform tonight.
Thank you.
This is Billy Luke. I spoke earlier, that's why I'm waiting. But I don't want to waste your time. Anyway, I just want to clarify something to make it very clear to the audience that just tune in and to all the special guests that are on the platform that we are not against the leadership of Deng Bolarway, but we are here to argue about the proposed project. All of us at the former Red Army, all the lost boys and girls of South Sudan, we support the idea of memorial monument to be erected in the name of all the former Red Army as well as the lost boys of South Sudan. Nobody's objected to that. I just want to make it very clear to all of you that nobody's opposed to it. But what we are demanding here, there is an ongoing discussion online somewhere. It is a private thing. None of you don't know this. But I believe, I was part of that. But none of you don't know this. Unless if you are a member there, you should know this. But they are watching us and they are hiding. They want to privatize this. But that's why I brought it to the public. Madid and Isaac, we brought it to the public so that you can actually have a say in this. Because we don't want to localize it. We don't want to individualize it. We want to make it public for the sake of accountability and transparency of this project. So this project is for all of you. And I want to acknowledge Brother Akim and Pagor and Simon and
Jabril Kwano.
Jabril Kwano. We know Deng Bol very well. He's a very strong leader. However, having known Deng Bol all this time, Deng Bol has actually turned into somebody that want to act authoritatively, or you want to dictate the decision of all the Red Army and the Lost Boys. So nobody is against the leadership of Deng Bol, but we are against the fact that he just make decision by himself. Now, as we speak, they are discussing online, and they don't want to make this public. So this thing has actually been privatized. Red Army, Lost Boys organization is now being privatized. It's now being individualized. So that's why we are coming here so that we can actually voice our concern. And if you are one of those people that participate in the online discussion, you are actually being deleted because they don't want anybody to be opposed to any idea. That's why we want to make it public. I strongly disagree with Deng Bol, and that's why we have to bring it to your attention so you can participate. All of you as Red Army, whether you are in South Sudan, whether you are in diaspora, you are part of this. And we also welcome you as South Sudanese, regardless of whether you are not a member of the Red Army or Lost Boys, you are supposed to have a say in this. Because we don't want this, majority of us are against the idea that they have to build this memorial monument in Ethiopia. It is not a good idea. We want it to be built in South Sudan, not in Ethiopia. not in Ethiopia. In addition to that, you as the Lost Boys or Red Army, you should be concerned about the reason why Deng Bol have actually privatized this organization. This is not for Deng Bol alone. This is not a family organization. This is not an individual organization. It is a collective organization for all of us. And you know that Lost Boys organization is being registered in Canada, in United States, in Australia, and Deng Bol is actually collecting funds in the name of all of us. You may be sleeping somewhere, or you may be dominant about the issues or affairs with our Lost Boys, but the money is being collected in your names. And international donors are actually contributing money to the account of Lost Boys. You have the right to be informed about the fund in that account. That's why you have to have a say in this. Deng Bol is actually privatizing it because he doesn't want you to know exactly how much money he's receiving from the donor. There are some organizations that are also committed to partner with the Lost Boy organization, and this organization in diaspora here, they are committing funds to this organization. And Deng Bol don't want to open up for that. We should be concerned, ladies and gentlemen. We should be concerned. You should also understand Red Army Foundation is also being registered in South Sudan as an organization. Deng Bol is also receiving funds from the government of South Sudan in our names. You have the right to know what is in the account of the Red Army. But Deng Bol is now running away, and now is coming to social media to wage a campaign, mobilizing resources and rallying the Lost Boys so they can actually contribute their own individual contribution. That's not an issue. The issue is we want to sit down and we want to discuss it, whether this project has to be established where or when. It is up to us to make that decision, not Deng Bol alone. So that is the issue now, ladies and gentlemen. Now it is your time to contribute. But this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. And if Deng Bol is not going to comply with our demand or opinion or our general consensus as Lost Boys, then there is a chance we may take a legal action against him because he's actually holding our money. The big check he's getting from Juba government, and the big check he's getting from the international donors.
But the question really, look, do you know how much money? Do you know how much money is there in that account? Do you know the question here? Do you know how much money is there?
I don't know. That's why he's trying to privatize it, and he don't want us to have an access to it. That's why he's actually acting privately. Okay, ask yourself why he's proposing that he's going to build this memorial there, here and there, all over in Ethiopia. And then you say you're going to come to South Sudan. Do you think we can make all these memorial monuments with our individual contribution? No. It's very clear. He's getting a lot of check. Now the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. I have a question for Billy. Look, just hang on. It seems you have inside information about this, because none of us, for myself, we were excluded a long time ago, and I didn't care because, like I said earlier, the SPLM thing become a tribal thing, whereby if I go today and claim that I am part of Jeshamar, which I am one of them, people will not believe me. They will say,
no, we believe you. We believe you, yeah, Gabriel.
No, but I'm not saying you believe me because I told you guys, but some people in Juba, they wouldn't believe me. They would kick me out. You see, you know the information and you know the organization.
That's your own problem.
Just try to give us the people of South Sudan so that Jesa Amarda is a generational gap. It shouldn't be us. Look, the Eritreans, when they defeated their enemy, until now, every year they send young kids from the high school. They go to Masaf, where they defeat the enemy. They celebrate there every year. They become a culture. We too, Jesel Ahmad, and it's not my type anymore. Like in Eyal Tana, Eyal Sohar school, we can raise up with the idea. But here again, brothers, the Nazam Ta'is Pelam da Nidrisku. لأن في ناس جاب أبواب مختلف باقين جاي من مؤتمر وطن باقين جاي من وين ومن يكا ما يسبيل بتاعنا هيلو ده انت ذات لو مشيت الليلة they will deny you. But I'm sorry to take long, but I just want to make it one point and I'm going out. I agree with Billy Lou. If you have the information, expose them to us so that we will deal with them as the public of South Sudan, not as Jesel Amar. Because if they are eating money in the name of Jesel Amar, building themselves up privately, then they need to be held accountable, okay? Because we are saying that government in Juba is corrupt. You too, just to begin to corrupt. Yeah, you eat the things and the corrupt system. So anyway, thank you very much. I will get out from here. So thank you, Madid. I always say, no, you are a junior JC, but I don't mean that for real. I just joke with you.
Stop your propaganda, Gabriel.
Yeah, I just joke with you.
Gabriel, we salute you. We salute you.
A coach.
You are a veteran.
Yes, he's celebrating.
Thank you very much.
I will talk
Gabriel,
celebrating, but
no matter how we disagree politically, we still honor you, sir.
I have a show for JCE tomorrow. Come back. We will talk about that. Thank you. Isaac, welcome the rest of our brothers.
Thank you so much, Abraham Madid and Jibril Kwano. It's a good word there, and appreciate your words and the way you try to do some maneuver. Lakin is all right. Gardengwabo, welcome to the show, and our brother Kwot Oshala. You have been very patient, and you have a internet problem before. We'll give you the chance straight away, such that to drop in your word. And you know the topic, and you have understood it from Billy Luke and the team. And why we are here, we are not again for the leadership of our brother. We are supporting him, but just to discuss. We need to know when you bring something in front of people, you should involve everybody. That's the reason we are here. Because other people that are in the darkness, they don't know what is going on. Such that you can give your contribution and you give your idea. And if the majority win, you just stick with the majority. Democracy, that's what we are here, but not against the leadership. We like the proposal. It's something awesome and absolutely correct. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, guy. You are now hearing me well.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I want to say thank you again. And before I start like talking, I need to say something like my name is called Put Joy Kuchala. I am from Manuak. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy to join this show today because of the museum. Like South Sudanese people, they need to build museum in Ethiopia, a place called Gambela or Pinyudo. That is so nice. Like what made me to come here today? We have a lot of information, misinformation for this museum going on to build in Pinyudo. And I need like to get an answer from you guys as a younger people. I'm so sorry to say that, but it's according to the information I have. As we talk now, Deng Bol is in Pinyudo, Gambela, and there is something going on. Like people say, the way those Sudanese people, they went to Ethiopia to create it or to start building museum, they need to become overland of the Hanua people. Can that will become really exactly? I cannot believe, but can you guys tell the people, Hanua people to know, like, you guys not go there to take the land? Because that is something now, all Hanua people, they're confused about it. They don't know something about that. So I need to know something about what is going on. Why you guys need to build museum in Ethiopia, in Pinyudo. And I am so happy for some people, they say, like, no, we cannot build museum in Pinyudo. We need to build in South Sudan. Exactly, that's a good idea. But the only thing I'm just so like surprised, some people, they're thinking like, oh, the younger people, they went there to build the museum. After that, they will take over, they will be like taking over the land for the young people. That is my question. Really? It will happen? Can you tell the people so to know what is going on really?
That's a very good question. Billy Luke, you will answer that.
Can I answer that, please?
Yeah, you will answer. Let me ask, brother. Are you a Nuak from Ethiopia or a Nuak, South Sudan?
Exactly. I am from South Sudan.
Okay,
I grew up in Pinyudo. And I went to Pinyudo when John Garang started SPLM. That's why I went to Pinyudo when maybe almost 10 years when I go there, and I grew up there. I started school there. Even though the young boy who talk with the young language sit together with Young Bull is younger brother of me. The one who come back from me is my younger brother.
All right. That will be good.
Go ahead and answer the question.
Yeah, thank you very much once again, Brother Okwado Ochala, for joining us on this forum or this platform tonight. And I also want to recognize and acknowledge the people of Anuak. I see a lot of them are commenting down here. Mr. Isaac and Abraham Madid, I don't know whether you are actually following the comment. Most of them.
Yeah, I'm watching them. I'm waiting their comment, yeah.
Yes, they are strongly opposed to the erection of the memorial monument in their land. But I just want to assure you, as brothers and sisters from a Anuak community in Ethiopia, that majority of us as Red Army or Lost Boy of South Sudan, we have not agreed with that proposed project to be built in your indigenous land. So I understand your concern could be attributed to the concern of land grabbing, or that these individuals are actually coming to occupy your land. So, my friend, I want to assure you that it is only this so-called chairman of the Red Army Foundation, or Lost Boy chairman by name Deng Bolarwe, who made a unilateral decision without consulting the wider Red Army or vast majority of the Lost Boys, so that they can actually come to that conclusion to come and build that memorial monument in Ethiopia. So it is only this one particular chairman and some few individuals that have surrounded him that want to go and build that memorial monument in Anuak. But as per now, as we are discussing, we have not seen one single person on this platform saying that it is a good idea to go and build that memorial monument in Ethiopia. We are saying that we have to bring this monument to South Sudan so that it can benefit our people, so that our children and the future generation of South Sudan can be able to visit this memorial monument so that they can be able to remember all the fallen and the living Red Army or Lost Boys of South Sudan. So everybody's name is going to be written down there, particularly the Red Army or the Lost Boys. So my assurance to you as a Newark citizen that are now watching this show, I have seen you are actually overwhelmingly attending this program because you are very interested to know exactly what is the real plan behind this project. So our boys, as majority of Lost Boys, we are against the construction of this memorial monument in your land. We want it to be built in South Sudan. But it is this particular person by name Deng Bol that want to impose it against the will of the best of the majority of South Sudanese, that he has to build it in Ethiopia. This is not a good idea. So we are behind you if you are against this project to be built in your land.
Let me ask.
And thank you very much. I hope I answer you. Okay. If I have not answered you satisfactorily, Madid and Isaac can actually help me on that.
Can I add just
or my other colleague?
Can I add, please?
Thank you.
Yep. DJ Akimo.
Let me add just like a few seconds. I agree with those Anuak because I said earlier, if the leadership of Red Army, chairman of Red Army, if they never brought us together, do you think there's no Red Army in Anuak? There's no Lost Boys from Anuak? That's the problem here. That's the problem of leadership, okay? Even now, I'm from Equatoria. I would never accept this to be built in Equatoria. Let's take it to Ramshell. No, let's be honest here. I'm very honest here. Okay? You want to build in South Sudan? Don't build in Equatoria. Take it to Ramshell. Because why? The leadership of Red Army failed to unite the Red Army. So as me, Hakim from Equatoria, I will reject it. Take it to Ramshell. Take it to Ramshell. Because he's failed to unite the Red Army. This Red Army become like a tribe. Okay? So as me, a part of Equatoria, I will reject this thing within Equatorial land. Take it to Ramshell. Unless if we find a leadership of Red Army who will unite us together and exactly we know our purpose. Okay? So that will happen. So at the end of the day, I support you guys, Anuak. You have a right to reject it because you are not part of it. You're not part of the discussion online. Even me too. So those people who discuss online, take it to Ramshell. Unless we come together. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Kim. Let me add something here. I need to make something clear here. I read some of the people who are writing. Okay, the Lost Boys. It's not. Some people say that we don't want museum to be the Dinka museum to be built in Pinyudo or Anuak land. My people, this is one of the things that I would disagree with these people. The Lost Boys they are not the Dinka. The group of the Lost Boys we are so, and I repeated before when I make my statement. The Lost Boys were mixed. We were mixed. It's not only Dinka. All the tribe, Anuak, Choli, Shuluk, Nuer, all 64 tribes.
Including Abraham, including Nuba. By that time,
exactly, thank you. And Blue Nile. And Blue Nile.
Yes.
Yeah. So those people
like Gabriel Kwano is from Maban.
Yes.
Wad Minajere Kaman, Jejamel.
Yep.
Katira, he's all. If you are Lost Boy that.
Yeah. So the Lost Boys, and this is where I mentioned before, our culture, the culture of the Lost Boys was very unique. We are so mixed at the time because some people were bringing it from Dinka land, from Equatorial land, from Anuak land, from Nuba Mountain land, from Blue Nile land, and we mix together. When we were mixed, we don't know each other, and we don't know how to speak each other. And we were forced, whether you like it or not, you have to learn English, Arabic, to understand one another. Okay? So this is why the Lost Boys were educated during the Ethiopia when we were in the group. Majority of them were in the group. We speak to one another, and here we know each other, whether your background, where you come from. We all South Sudanese. We speak Arabic. To some of the majority, yes, majority of us are Monjang, are Dinka. But all the people there are represented because all the Jayamer, they are not only the Dinka. So the word that you guys have mentioned that the museum, the Dinka museum, we don't want it in Nagaland. That's not. It's not a good idea. That's not a Dinka museum. That's a Lost Boys museum. Lost Boy and Lost Guy Red Army museum. And all 64 tribes in South Sudan are including Anuak. And that's why I have my brother.
Madid, I give you there, Madid, because I have been listening all this time.
Yeah, I'm giving you a chance now, I'm giving you a chance right now.
I give them right. I give them right. They say there are no Equatorian or any other tribes within the leadership of Lost Boys.
Yes.
They can have right there. If you guys want the Lost Boys or museum to be built anywhere, the leadership must be combining.
Yep, absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
Good
That's
point.
the only point I wish to highlight it. Yep.
Yep.
All right.
No,
yeah,
even this is why I want to correct you. Nobody say this museum for Dinka. I wanted to correct you here. You have to correct your words. What was saying? What was saying?
You didn't say it.
No. All of us with Anuak.
It's something written. Somebody write it.
No, he was responding to a comment down there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Madid, what was saying? This leadership, chairman of the Red Army, he make a mistake. There's no Anuak there. Okay? Listen to me careful. There's no Equatorial there. So what do you expect? What do you expect? No. That's our problem. Let the leadership of Red Army work so hard to bring this Red Army together all. Even though if one Red Army from one tribe, bring them to the table, let's talk. So this is my point of view. Okay? Now we feel like we're not part of it. And then you want to come and build in my land. That's why I say it will never happen in Equatoria unless the Red Army chairman works so hard to bring us together. But you have to take it to Ramshell. Thank you.
Okay. Kalas Jama, everywhere we have should have a break. Let's give ourselves 2 minutes break. Let's see a reflection of what has happened in 1980s, in beginning of the Red Army.
That was Yitang there. That was Alpha.
asadi sabatakum ashana nasa biali mintu mini da yao abu butakum yao mumat yao SPLA falazim tasma kalam mutamudiri nzula biali mintu da yao abu butak ودي وعي ودي تعليم لازم تحترموا لازم تحترموا يا جبال ولا جنوب وجود تحت الوطن 34 سنة 34 سنة يا جبال ولا جنوب وجود يحكم الوطن 34 سنة 34 سنة يا قرن 34 سنة يا قرن 34 سنة يا قرن 34 سنة.
Okay, all right. There, we have seen the video taken in that is the group that Itang, Tarfam, and we have seen who they are. Is a mix, and that's why I can Google Gibel Galfi Yalbita Jubala Nuba, Blue Nile. Neil Hazard Wahajad Al Kulu, everybody, because we the vision of John Garang was a new Sudan vision. Even Somalin, Darfurians, far north, they were all there. For these things was not just only for 64 tribe. I'm just replying to those who are Rakazu, South Sudan. All children of Sudan, they suffered. And the vision was very clear. The teachers were the fathers of these unaccompanied children. And if they come together and somebody come up with the idea, nobody's against it. I personally am not against the idea, but we need a collective argument and we discuss things. And we need to have a common grounds also, since the organization is registered in different countries. They should be having a network where all of them should come together. We involve each and individuals of children who grew up in the war. It doesn't mean those who went to Ethiopia by themselves alone, including other children within South Sudan, and they were part of being marginalized, and they went through difficulties. They are part of it. They are members as well. They should be members in such a thing. So I will give it back to you, Abraham Madid, to Wasil Barnamish. Let those who have not yet spoken, you can give the chances to them. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Brother Isaac. I think I will leave the show with you two, Brother Agar and Isaac, to continue the show. I am left with a few minutes to leave from work. So, Agar, I think you are the next.
Okay, thank you, Brother Madid.
Yeah.
I will say hello again to our brothers and sisters who are watching and those who are in the panel with us. I will not be taking your time, guys, because I'm not one of the Red Armies or Lost Boys. And whenever I hear that Lost Boys, the Red Armies, according to the promise that they have been promised all this time to be the future of the generation, which is the leaders of South Sudan. So I disagree a little bit with that because it's not just only Lost Boys who were in the bush that they're supposed to be the leaders in South Sudan. But I will say that you guys should be grateful for your leader, which is Deng Bol, and then you need to be communicating together. If you guys want to come together, even the leadership, according to the hierarchy, should be negotiable. Also, they need to sit down, both of you, all of you, wherever you are, whether in USA or back home or in Australia here, Canada, Europe, wherever Red Army are, you should come together and choose your leader together in one piece. Then there will be no argument that the Red Army leader is from Dinka or from Nuer or from Equatoria, from anywhere in South Sudan. So, but you guys are not together, to be honest. Whether the leader of the Red Army now is Deng Bol or whoever is, so you didn't vote for him or for her. So this thing is mean that Deng Bol has been elected to be a Lost Boys leader. It's for all of you guys, whether you have voted or not. The important point is that you guys need to communicate together, whether if you don't like him or you don't like the idea that the museum will be put anywhere in South Sudan. So that thing should be negotiable on the table so that you guys can make sure you are together. Whether disagreement or argument that you will agree on it will be belong to all of you. Will be belong to all of you as Red Army or Lost Boys, as you call yourself. But according to me, I will say Lost Boys or Red Army is not working anymore. To be honest,
Brother Aga, just give us your opinion because you deserve
my
this. This is for
opinion,
all South Sudanese. Do you think it is a good idea to build it in Ethiopia than in our own country?
To be honest, it depends on the organization. It's not on the Red Army or Lost Boys. It's depending on organization that is running that organization called Lost Boys or Red Army. That where I can put it, because if we argue here and the organization is going on already, so there's nothing we can do about it. Whether it's built in Ethiopia or in South Sudan or as Akim said it earlier in what Lagos State, because Ramchian is part of Lagos State, and the leader is not even from Lagos State, according to my knowledge.
No, what I'm saying, Ramshell is the capital. If you remember,
it's the capital, yeah.
Correct.
That's
So
what it means. It can be built too.
I'm just
I know it's a capital, yeah, it's a capital by the name, but it's not.
I'm just
it's
doing
not
the
exactly now.
True reference of Garen.
So
Don't worry about your Lagos State because Garen proposed that, and in the future we're going there.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. But they can put it wherever they can put it as organization called Lost Boys or Red Army.
No. They cannot put it in Equatoria. Without Equatoria in that movement, no, take it to Russia.
That's where I can put it.
Akim, that's why we need to come together and then we have to deliberate over it. We have to make discussion. And then we have to reach a general consensus of where we can actually do this. It depends on how many people are going to vote. Even if they're going to vote and say, okay, we're going to build it in Ethiopia, then we can say it's fine because that's what democracy is.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
But Deng Bol doesn't want that. Deng Bol is now deleting people on the online discussion. And in that online discussion, there is no Nuer there. There's no Red Army from Equatoria, no Red Army from any other tribe. Only few, you know. So that's why it is very controversial.
Okay. Your hand is up. Unmute yourself.
Yes. Yeah, you know, Thank you one more time again, guys. I just want to go, and you know, it had been wonderful when we find something to be discussed. Then everybody has idea. But the bad thing, if you just came and you don't know the agenda and what the people are talking about, sometimes it's good to be updated. But I think I did not went wrong, because what I said zaman beta degree should stop. What I mean by that, Deng Bolarwe, as the chairman of the Red Army, I don't know where is his office. Is located in diaspora here, or it's located back home. If it is located in diaspora, then degree should not be longer there. He should consult the office first, and if the office say yes, it's okay, then come to the member of the SPLM Red Army, you know, the Red Army, and then, you know, debate it. Or you guys should have your own group as a members of the Red Army. See group messenger, or if you know, I have a WhatsApp group to check on it. And if majority of you are agree as a members, then now you can bring it to public, because you have a lot of Red Army outside there, including me, even though I wasn't there. You know, that is the way I think it should be represented. You know, like we as the people now in the media, now in the Lake State media, if I see you guys, nobody older than other for maybe 3 years, 2 years. We are all a generation of 40s or 41, 45. It means that we are a new generation, and we are a part of the Red Army, you know. So if we want to bring the name up, why not? Even though if you did not join the Red Army, we should contribute, you know. Like me, I never been in the Red Army, but when I hear the name and the song and all this, and they're all suffering, you know, automatically I can support them, whatever they are doing. So Deng Bolarwe should come into senses that, you know, consulting his team, and after his team go to the members, because I don't know, but maybe there is a member of Red Army who are registered around the world. If there is a member that been looked for it, Bolarwe has been collecting the money from the members, then he should go back to these members after the finalize, and then bring it to the public, to a Lake Media, because Lake Media now I think is #1 here in diaspora, even in Junub. So no bigger more than Junubata TV. Lano not to buy in Lake Media, you know. So Bolding should bring this one here, and then public to the people. And now everybody, you know, I should pay my money without discussing this one, you know, because you are all agreed, members, you know, and that is the way we should go as a new Sudan, you know, as John Garang put it, or SPLM. This is a new Sudan way. Ajad will be behind the scene. Like now, na nyuak bukalam galala wala dari liji nyakam mel betanina. We need kalam data mama biya jama. So this is my message to Deng Bol. He has to consult the office. After the office, he has to go to the members. After the members, then bring it to public, and then will be finalized. And after that, go to the ground, to the Newark land. Are they agree for this memorial to be built there? If they say no, then they have a right. Then where else to take it? Take it to Juba or take it to Ramchel? It's up to the organization. So I am asking you, be look with your brothers. Think it should be consulted first. After that, take it ahead. Now, I believe لما نشوف ناس بيعملوا كلاش بعضهم أنا زول الما في Red Army ده, I will not be happy. But I'm ready there to support you. You know, I'm ready to support you whatever decision came out. But if you will look, you have no power to stop this, then there is no need for her to shout here in the social media. You better let Boldenaro do whatever he want to do, like Nasser Guru Zaman fi Junub Sudan. Like in Nazel Basibo, if you damage your credit, then it will be on your back. Even though you go where, we will know you as a South Sudanese community, you committed the party. Lamu, this is not a simple position for Bolden. It's a very big position. So when he started talking in 2014, 2015, that's where I know him, you know. So it should, you know, Ubamchi Juba Amul Sword, Manas Kuba, Red Army, we were watching him. But corruption in Jama has no base. Think it should be public, debated it, involve everybody. After that, go and involve New people because it's their land. Lalu kalau kita land tapi ke koron negara fina nada kim dem lalu bugul gal juba jenya kamu ina kuli jipi. So people have to be consulted.
Asma, let me interject you, Kere.
Thank you so much.
Let me interject you. So if I cry about my land, you don't feel my pain. It's true. I have right to cry about my land. That's why I stopped talking about my land, because if I talk too much, you'll cry. You'll cry. So you wait. I'll come back.
Azuma, a coach. Yeah, a coach. Azuma, can it matter go through nas? Don't pinch people.
Bang yo email kalam da bukutu, email kalam da bukutu ya jama. Lo ada ba mabutara pa na ubuta junubin kulu. Kada ka fi alanin
let's make a different topic, because you want to talk the land.
Exactly. That's what I want to say. We have to make another show for such a thing and we discuss.
Because I have evidence. I have it. So come tell me later. Next topic.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Akeem, and thank you, brother.
Thank you, Akeem. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, so I'm about to. We want to. Okay, brother, let us give him 2 minutes or 1 minute to.
Inshallah, we are closing down. We will give you 1 minute each. Those who haven't yet has spoken. Quad, you will be having 1 minute, and the same to brother DJ Akeem and Agarde and Bok, and then we are closing the show. I'm going to work. Everybody is going to leave now. Thank you so much. Quad, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't have much to share. I need to say like thank you, because what made me to come here, I need to get like information and some people to know, because for me, I'm not confused, but some people, they're confused. They need to know exactly what the brother said before. Like now, something come to you, you thinking about land, but it's not that. It's like different idea. So that's why I need like my people to get awareness, because now they are like too much crazy talking about land, what is going on. But thank you so much, guys. Yeah, I don't have problem with
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for those of you who are watching, yes, we will invite Comrade Dengbol to the show. So when he come back and he have a good network, so we will invite him to Lake State Media. So thank you all for coming in. Akeem, 1 minute for you.
Okay, you know, it's a great show. It's a wonderful show. For me, as Hakim, I know Dengbol, we talked with him 5 years ago about this project of Red Army. Even he wanted me to mobilize Red Army in Salt Lake. Yes, we have Red Army in Salt Lake. Kennedy Ding, Akolakol, keep it low. A lot of Red Army here. A lot of Red Army in Salt Lake, but they're not part of it. So at the end of the day, I will tell Dengbol, that's my brother, don't took this opportunity just for one side, because now people complain this thing is for ball. My brother, if we need to be better leaders, as in our age, we have to mix. You have to do by example. Even though if there's 3 Red Army there from Equatoria, you can justify your point, but there's none there. There's none Equatoria in that platform. So automatically, I will tell you, my brother, you will deal with the Anuak people. You want to take it to Pinyudo? I never come from Pinyudo. I came from Intisar, from Moroto. So, Red Army is all over the country. So deal with the Anuak people. But as me, a Red Army from Equatoria, I know them. A lot of them, they are out here. If you want to bring to Juba, I say hell no. Take it to Ramchal, because you never include me in that platform. So do you think
why you don't want to be put in Juba, Kim?
No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying too.
I'm just saying I'm not part of that. There's Equatorial Red Army. There's Equatorial Red Army. Why they're not including in that platform online? So SP Equatorians Red Army were rejected. You take it to Ramshal. So you come back to your homework, recruit the Red Army, bring them together, This is the first priority. You want to win, you want to bring us together. Let's leave tribalism. Let's leave our political ideology. Let's build as a Red Army who will change this country. If not, it's not accepted in Juba. This time you take a ramshell. So I appreciate your hard work. You've been working so hard. Thousands of dollars, millions of dollars is coming to Red Army Foundation. You have to come and prove to us how much money do you get during your term of your work. You need to prove to us transparency. Since I was a chairman, what you did? This is the money Kwanatai and Maharami. I work so hard for you guys, for the Red Army. The money is belong for Red Army, not for me. But I never see any documents. You have to include every tribe to become a good leader. If not, you gotta carry this thing on your head. I don't know where you're gonna put it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Akimo. Do we have to play another Pinyudo video, or we just close down, Abraham?
Yeah, you can play it. Yeah, you can play it while I'm. Yeah, you can play it for if it is. Yeah, we can play that.
All right.
كلام ده بقول كلام بسيط عشان لنا نقدم فرصه لغايه العام. لنا نبقى فخورين في ناس ومن برجع ناس ورا عشان الكلام الحقيقي انت ما ممكن تنسى حقوق وانت تقول انا سويت.
That is William Bang, right?
That's William Nyon Bang. He was the general chief of staff by then.
Yeah.
في كل سنه تجي لنا ولنا في خرطوم اولاد البلد كل زول هم راكبين جمل واحد ده يقوم وده يركب ولنا بننزل وده يركب لا هم ننساه وشكرا. أنا مبسوط اليوم عشان احنا نكون هنا في بنيودو. المعسكر بتاعكم معسكر بتاع الشعب بتاع السودان الجديد بتاع الجيش الأحمر. أنا مبسوط معكم. أنا عاوز نسلم السادسة بتاعكم تشتغل نهار وليل عشان يعلمكم الأمهات بتاعكم القاعد معكم، وانتم اللي عملتوا شغل الكثير ده. انا عاوز نقول مبروك عليكم عشان انا كنت هنا السنه اللي فاتت بالضبط، بقى السنه وقد أنا كنت هنا معكم والظروف زمن ده كانت ظروف صعبة لكن قدرتوا يا أنتم عملتوا البيوت بتاعكم عملتوا مدارس بتاعكم وأنتم هسه قاعدين في محل كويس وقد أنتم جيتوا محل ده كان غابة ساكت كان ما في حاجة هنا زي ما أنتم بيعرفوا لكن كل حاجة بمشي براء بمشي شوية زي ما أنتم عملوا قبل في الألعاب بتاعكم بدأ ببنية وشالوت ماشي لحرب ونشاب وماشي لكلاشينكوف ماشي لسلاح ده التصليح بتاع الجيش والنضال بتاع التاريخ عبر التاريخ فأنتم أسستوا Pinyudo ده ببنية قدرتوا Pinyudo هسه بقى محل بقى مدرسة وانتم بدأتوا المدرسة ده ده سنة نمرة 2 عندكم هسه في المدرسة ده اليو سنتر هنا عندكم سنة واحدة بس يا انتم بقيتوا كويسين السنة الجاية الثاني انتم بكون احسن بالكثير حاجات بمشي بالتدرج السنة اللي فاتت وقت أنا جيتوا هنا الأغلبية بتاعكم تقريبا كان كله انتم كان ريانين كان ما فيكم ماشي لكن هسه ده انتم لابسين السنة اللي فاتت انتم مدرسة كان ما بدأوا يا دوب بدأت انتم ما عارف حتى اي بي سي هسه انتم بيعرف كل الاي بي سي هنا عملنا اي بي سي السنة اللي فاتت كل زول بيعمل اي بي سي بتوع برا هسه مش كده؟ فانتم ماشيين قدام للسودان الجديد وانتم يا بكون كوادر انتم يا بكون مهندسين بتاعنا انتم يا بكون دكاتره بتاعنا انتم يا بكون نجارين بتاعنا انتم يا بكون ناس بتاع كل شغل مزارعين بتاع السودان الجديد فانتم عملوا شغل بتاعكم كويس انا بقول السنه اللي فاتت عندكم شغل بتاع المدرسه انتم قاعدين يعملوا هسه وعندكم شغل لازم تشتغل باليد بتاعكم، وعندكم تدريب العسكري عشان انتم جيش، انتم جيش عمل، انتم جيش الشعب، وانتم هتجوا ورانا، وانا يا قائد بتاعكم بتاع جيش العمل مباشره.
Hello. Thank you so much. That's a very good remarks to
Yeah.
find and to hear these things. That's it. We as we have said before, this is goes for more than 30 minutes or an hour. You deserve it. You guys who have been in Pinyudo, you have carpenters, you have bishops, you have doctors, you have pilots, you have all these things. What you have requested has come to light. So thank you for that. Before we close down, there's one guy, Abia, he just came in abruptly and you got us closing. Please, I will give you 1 minute to just elaborate and drop in your word, and then we'll close up from there.
Yeah, Isaac,
right.
I was cut off too. I was cut off because of my phone ran out of power, so I just knocked out when you were closing. I was supposed to put my closing remark. Anyway, let Biel go ahead. Thank
I
you.
will come back to you. You will close your remarks.
Yeah.
All right,
Welcome, Biel. Jalor.
First of all, I would like to give thanks to Lagos State Media, the host, Brother Isaac, Brother Abraham Madid, Brother Agar, and all the team of Lagos State Media for the wonderful topic that you have brought up for discussion tonight.
Thank you.
This is actually maybe you could come back for the second time. I remember when Abraham posted a question about what Baindeng have done to Red Army. So I just say, why don't you bring him to your show? So that could be a good thing, that you should invite him for a show so that he can come and explain to the members of Red Army here in diaspora as well as South Sudan in what about how did they come to the decision that to build what is called
Memorial Monument. Yeah.
Memorial Monument in Ethiopia.
Yeah, in
So
Ethiopia.
I know that I came across his show where he was talking to some of the Red Army here in diaspora, asking for a way to generate funds so that we'll be able to fulfill that project. What I can say about the project itself is that this is a brilliant idea. But I think as a chairman of the Red Army, I don't know whether he has a green line from his executive, because he is a chairman of the Red Army Foundation. But there are people that are working in his office, including the high-profile officers, team and members of Red Army, Carl Sabing in South Sudan Defense Force. I think one of his deputy and also a few of his executive are also part of the government, or part that are working whether in the army or in other sectors within South Sudan. So if there's something that the leadership of the Red Army Foundation came up, I think they should have done a consultation to a broader Red Army before they go ahead, to the project. This is a project that will attract people in the future. It's not about just building it without people going to visit it, because there are thousands of Red Army that actually lost their life in Ethiopia. I was one of the Red Army. I left Ethiopia in 1990 when the Red Army were actually brought. They were saying that they were going to Kenya. I left before Mangisa fall. So I'm one of the Red Army that was in Itang, came to Pinyudo, and then Dima, all the way to Eastern Equatoria. Even when Kafota was captured, I stayed behind. By that time, I was actually a medical assistant in one of the forces, Natinga. That was where I was stationed. So I came to follow them after a year later, when I decided to come to Kenya. But this is the contribution of Red Army is something that cannot be denied. You have seen Dr. John Garang speaking here, telling that you Red Army are the future leaders, will break down all Sudan, and you'll be building the new Sudan. This was the vision that Grant has in his mind. And when he took people to whether to Cuba, those who came to Kenya, those who actually settled in USA, these are called Red Army. You know, I joined a lot of shows, people talking about the future of South Sudan. And when I came across many people that are criticizing the current government of President Kiir, I came to realize that this is actually the fight for ideology. What is happening in South Sudan is the soul of the country, and people are fighting based on ideologies. The most of people are criticizing Red Army for not, why they side with the President Kiir, but they don't know the history why people side with President Kiir, because these are people that have suffered, people that have went through a lot of things. So, but I'm not going to talk about this issue, but I will say that building memorial is not something that is bad, but it's something need a wider consultation so that Red Army can actually come together and come to an agreement. So I suggested that if the Lagos State could reach out to Bending and bring him to your show so that he can come actually and explain, even generating the fund themselves, the fund is need also a contribution for 1,000 Red Army that are residing whether in South Sudan or in diaspora, the food they hand together before the project will go ahead. So thank you guys for bringing that discussion up. But this is something that is useful, but we need something that will attract people in the long run. It's not something to be built and just leave it there. People will go actually and visit those places. That's the meaning of it. You see?
Thank you so much, Bielkon. Appreciate that thing. The invitation is already on the way to Dengbul, our chairman, and this is the good platform for him where he can generate more money and also to take more ideas that can support him of his vision. Everybody here, we are just behind him. We love him. We love his ideas, and nobody's against it. Thank you so much for that. And Billy Luke, we have 1 minute, please, to just drop your remarks, and then we close down.
Yeah, thank you very much, Isaac and Garmabuk and Brahmadit for hosting us. My final remark is that I just want to endorse the suggestion given by Banyabiel Kon that I'm here to appeal to you directly as the host of Lagos State Media, Isaac Chiam and Garmabuk.
You got two devices open, Billy. You need to close one. There is echo. Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have two phones.
Yeah.
Is it still echoing now?
No, it's good now. Go ahead. It's quiet.
Yes. So I just want to endorse the suggestion given by Bielkon that you need to invite Chairman Dengbol Aroy. So I'm appealing you to you directly, Isaac, Garmabuk, and Abramadit. You need to contact Dengbol in person and let us know exactly when he's ready to come here and present himself along with his other colleagues that are behind him so that they can come and defend themselves in public. That's the good challenge. And we will be here to debate it. We will continue to mobilize the rest of the Red Army, Lost Boys of South Sudan, so they can be part of this platform so that they have to contribute. And our position is very clear. We are not against the project, but what we are seeking here, we are demanding that we be given the opportunity to voice our respective position. So if Dengbol win the majority, then it will go ahead with the project. In addition to that, you need to understand if you are a member of the Lost Boys or Red Army, you need to hold Dengbol accountable because we need accountability and transparency of the Lost Boys and Lost Girls Foundation Fund. A lot of money is actually going into that account. We need to know how much is there. All right. So the fact that Dengbol is actually coming here and dictating people, because you are not part of the online discussion. I'm one of the members that have been invited there. But Dengbol is actually deleting everybody. Anybody that is opposed to this project, you are being deleted. And this is what is causing this uprising on social media. Now, it is a good thing to bring it to public spotlight so that each and everyone will have an opinion, regardless of whether you are a member of the Red Army or not a member of the Lost Boys. You also deserve to be part of this discussion, because it is a good idea from the economic perspective to make sure this memorial monument is to be built in South Sudan for our benefit. So we are actually inviting the general public of South Sudanese so that they have to be part of this conversation. So Brother Agar, don't feel discriminated, and you don't need to be a member of this organization in order to have a say in it. So I challenge all of you to be part of it. Please feel free. Finally, I want to conclude that I want to assure my Nuak people that we are solidly behind you, that we have not agreed as the Red Army or Lost Boys to build that memorial monument in your land. I have seen a lot of you are opposed to this idea, and that's what I want to assure you. So please, be patient and let's deal with our leader. We are not behind the decision being made by him. That was a unilateral decision without our consultation. So I just want to give you an assurance. You have the right to be heard, and we have not reached a conclusion yet. Otherwise, we are still at the discussion stage. So thank you very much, Isaac and Abraham Madid and Agar Mabok for hosting us. And thank you for your time you have spared with us tonight. Thank you very much. And thank you very much to Kwat Wuchala. Go and assure your people, we are behind you. We don't want this memorial monument to be built in your land. All right?
Okay.
Thank you very much,
I
please.
know that. I will tell them.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you so much, Look, and brother Kwat Oshala, Banya Bielkon, Akonyideng Atwai. Thank you, and all the audience.
Isaac, I haven't put my point here, the last one. Yeah, you're supposed to give me 1 minute, but you played the video before. Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bajagar.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you a lot. Mine is just like a coach said earlier. I support you guys. It's not that I'm not part of it, but people should be on the right track. Yeah. If you are on the right track, people will follow you and will support you no matter what. So we are there with you guys. The important thing is that you stay in peace and be agreeable in one thing that will take us through ahead as one nation, one people. And also, if you are from Red Army, don't expect that all people you will be employing, they should be within the Red Army or Lost Boys. So you will leave some people out there. So that's my advice, and we will continue with it. We will invite Dengabol. If he accepted, he will be here with us, and he will hear us also, those who are not, and those who are joining. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I forget to say one thing. Agar and Isaac, please keep this platform. If you continue to push for this discussion, it will actually unite South Sudanese. You have seen now how this is actually attracting majority of South Sudanese, because most of the Lost Boys or Red Army from these respective tribes across South Sudan are not being represented in this organization. So they are actually being irritated. They are even angered by this idea of unilateral decision made by individuals. And the thing maybe these are the Dinka boys that made a decision, That's why we brought it to the public spotlight, so that you have to have a say in this, So thank you very much, and please keep it up. This is one way to unite South Sudanese. And thank you very much, Isaac and Agar.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. We came to a conclusion. I'm going to the work, and Abraham has already left, and now we will catch up again. This is a long-term program that we will discuss, and our official invitation is going to our chairman Dengbul, and also the followers and the executives of the office, and we will discuss more here. Otherwise, you will hear from us. There are more shows coming up for Lagos State Media. It's a Bible sharing, and we will be having a Council of Elders discussion. All these things, they are coming up in Lagos State Media. Stay tuned and join us when you hear our bits when we are up. And God bless you all, our audience.
Thank you. And don't feel discriminated. Come on, you are one of the veterans. So you're part of the organization, please.
When we come to conclusion, you should have already raised up your hand before I concluded, because
I'm done.
We are done. We are just waving bye-bye.
Brother Billy, look, and I coach Lagos State Media. I've reached out to invited the Jeng Padang once again. So I have spoken with them
on Sunday.
So we're still working on
confirmed.
All that good. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day, good night, a good day.
It's your boy, I give him that thing. Punch all legs stand, punch America. Pinyudo, punch all legs stand, punch America. Pinyudo, walk on your leg, kankaro watana watching. Oga level gear, pow, leg, panda with ya, punch America. Panyet, all of no, chingatonga pandon, could you ever buy a checker? Panda, you what ya be. Panchir America, Panchir Dwal, Panchir Legacy.